Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome everyone. It's LIMBUS company time. And Friday, actually. That means you have made it through most of the week. Congratulations to you. Good job. Very long why, yeah. Hello everyone. Hey, Duido, Bakiyasha, 4 Elemental, Hosan, Empty Solace, Ufe, Siamete, Aken, Chrono, Latney, Serpension, True Neutral. There we go. I think I caught everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you brought, well, you do need to always bring something to drink because it's a rule of the stream. It doesn't say so in the description, but it is the unspoken rule of the stream, okay? Because how would you do stretch and hydrate otherwise? And today is actually the last LIMBUS stream in a while, because after this we will be done with all the current story content, and then we have to wait for the new chapter. We have to wait for Canto 6 before LIMBUS company returns onto stream. So today is a last LIMBUS celebration, and then we will see where we go from here. So after Christmas is before Christmas. This is why today we do the Christmasm event. And also, there's 2 mini episodes, I believe, that we have not seen yet here, at least. I'm not even sure if we did rooms past the back door, but I know the story, so I think we have. We haven't done the first Walpurgis night, though. I can't remember that. I don't remember doing that. I just remember the rooms and then see. Yeah. So I want to start with the first Walpurgis night. Then there's a notable change. And then we have Miracle in District 20. Yeah, a lot of things came out. Yeah, we are gonna start with the Walpurgis night thing. Second intervalo coming soon before Canto 6. Okay, but that will probably also take a month or 2, I assume, before it comes out. So there will still be a break in LIMBUS streams again, as usual. Maybe they release the next part tomorrow. I highly doubt that. But yeah, they have been pumping this out while we were still stuck on sea fighting a whale, so here we go, I guess. Some catch up to do. And I'm also not rushed today because work still hasn't given me a task, and I'm getting kind of sus. It's like, is this the... Are we gonna go into drought again, or what is happening? Maybe the person responsible for the work is just currently busy with other stuff. I hope so. But yeah, Walpurgis Night is also... Walpurgisnacht is the strongest witch in Madoka Magica. So maybe, if you're also a Madoka fan like me, that's a place where you have heard it. Or maybe you like witches. Then you know of Walpurgis Night. Here we go! Another day, another prolonged and dreary period of waiting, and some more waiting for something to happen. Of course, our bus boat was still floating on the coastal Great Lake. This is before Canto 5, by the way, so... Before everything we did recently. And I don't know if this is voiced. I know that the new one is not voiced. Voices of discontent among the sinners started small, but they have been growing increasingly incessant as of late. Okay, it's not voiced. Ah, holy crap! All of a sudden, an ear-splitting siren echoes throughout the cabins. It's the alarm again, warning us of a volatility in Mephistopheles, but it was much louder, much more painful than the ones we've heard before. And this time it wasn't the only thing that assaulted our senses. We've never had flashing lights like this before, right? What is it this time? The hell did you feed this bloody rickety bus? Oh no, bad food. Ooh, this must be a signal that the long-awaited adventure is finally nigh! Is this what we've been waiting for this whole time? No. Virgilius frowned as though he sensed that something was off. He turned to Faust. It was one of those rare occasions when I could sense the slightest hint of confusion from him. Wee-woo, wee-woo. Mephi's blaring and crying. Mephi's sick? What is this, Miss Faust? I wasn't informed about a siren like this before. First, a correction of falsehoods is in order. Mephistopheles is not bloody rickety, and eating is not a part of its behaviors. Okay, Faust responds. It does make infrequent use of the encapsuline supply gear installed in the engine for fuel, but that is of no negative consequence. Even if it was, whatever issues that may arise can handily be repaired after a proper total disassembly. We're kinda on water here. That was just a figure of speech! So what's this now? Sounds like the bus is about to explode. To label Mephistopheles as some bloody rickety bus completely disregards the amount of pain and effort Faust dedicated to designing and... Oh, it's personal for her, okay? It's personal. Heathcliff, if you don't take it back, I don't think she's ever going to stop. Seriously? Yeah, Heath, take it back. The bus might actually blow up before she explains anything. Yeah, that could probably happen with her. I take back what I said earlier. I cannot comprehend what you are attempting to take back. Your rather abstract reference to this uncommon concept that you supposedly mentioned earlier is hardly clarifying. Anyway, allow me to list the specifications of screws used in Mephistopheles' construction that make this creation so impressive. First... Make her stop! Someone make her stop! Fine, I take back what I said about the bus! It's not bloody rickety and it doesn't eat. I'm sorry, alright? The cabin briefly echoes with his cries, then a brief silence. I think I saw Faust flash the briefest grin of satisfaction. Oh my god. Good. She can be so sassy if she wants to. Is the clown show over? This juvenile tedious exchange is testing my patience. Yeah, it's a bit different from the usual alarms. Don't think this one's for a new door. It is quite simple. The night is here. Ah, okay. What do you mean? Okay, slice your neck clean. Tell or I slice your neck clean. Oh, talk or I snap your... I snap your neck clean, I guess? Walpurgis night is here, it seems. I am one with Ryoshu! I am one! Hi RJ, hey Shinta! The night is not here. That is very apparent, at least in this coastal area. The name does not refer to the time of day in which the sun moves beyond our line of sight. Then it appears to me that by that designation you are referring to a certain phenomenon? Yisang seemed to be doing a little better now that the waves had died down somewhat. I am indeed. I'm certain that all of you are most familiar with the fact that extracting identities and ego from mirror worlds is one of the many functions of Mephistopheles' engine. But its reach is rather limited. Even as it has expanded over our journey, we have yet to reach mirror worlds that are too far from our own. Is this the Golden Bow's doing? I noticed that it was fishing up more and more new things the longer our journey went on. Lore explanation for Gacha! Hey Star Fox! Broadly speaking, yes, you could say that. Dante and our collective experiences gradually expand our range of extractions. Normally, extractions require a certain resource. But there were times when the identity cards appeared out of nowhere. Do you recall them, Dante? There was a time when we didn't need gacha currency? Can I stop farming lunacy? Please? Yeah, some of them just randomly popped out of the engine. Wait, slow down. The hell's an identity card? Oh, you still didn't know? I'm jealous of you, Heathcliff. You have a talent of ignoring anything you don't care about. You looking to get your head smashed in or what? Right, knock it off, you guys. Guidebot's giving us the evil eye. There, you know, the things Manager Bot pulls out of the engine from time to time. Those little rectangular objects with our alternate world. Wait, was it mirror worlds? Anyways, it's those things with depictions of our other selves on them. Yes, the things that look like mahjong tiles. I thought they looked a bit like wafers. Rhodia always hungry. I believe their denomination, oh my god, English major. I believe their denomination comes from their appearance as cards that contain identities. Thus it naturally follows that they are named identity cards. So we're using those rectangular toys to transform into our alternate selves? I never used them before. That's a fucking... That's true, actually. Cause we never really got a Heathcliff, did we? Oh no! That's because I'm the one using them. On the device issued to Dante are indentations through which identity cards and ego can be inserted. They are reflected when we participate in battle. Oh, so that's what they were fidgeting with before every fight. I could tell from his flabbergasted expression that none of it had ever even occurred to Heathcliff. On the other hand, Don Quixote wore a somewhat forlorn expression. What's wrong, Don Quixote? Well, Is this not about time when Ishmael would intrude upon this conversation and denounce Heathcliff with biting words such as, "You still didn't know? That's just like you. This emptiness weighs heavily upon mine heart." You're right. Something was missing from this whole convo. I knew it. You're right, daft bastards. Enough. We're not getting the information we need. Miss Faust, please explain the present situation. What are these green lights? Understood. If we take into account the case of identity cards Dante received without spending any lunacy, even that day... Oh, okay, so even that is now canon. The lunacy, do we actually just throw in lunacy against the mirror? How does that look like? We can draw a conclusion that the Mephistopheles extraction has an element of unpredictability tied to its uncertainty. The hell is she blathering about now? Yet this item is of your design. To say that it has an element of unpredictability would indicate that... Correct, enkephalin fuels the engine, yes. However, extractions and reconstructions utilize chaos. Well, in easier terms, you could say that it uses the concept of possibilities itself as fuel. Our extraction range grows when we are able to clearly observe specific possibilities in the infinitely branching mirror worlds. During this period, however, the borders between the mirror realities are entirely shattered. Using the present as our anchoring point, it could be said that our current extraction range is approximately 3 years to the past or the future. During Walpurgis Night, however, that range grows to about 10 years or even more. In that case, don't mean us to say that identities of prominent fixers from times past may grace us with? Theoretically speaking, yes, but each Walpurgis Night has its own peculiarities. Wow, how did I say that? It will not let us reach into all potential possibilities. Then does that mean that we may also be availed our alternate selves as the legendary fixer? The Arch-Magnificence, the one and only Red Mist? That is extremely unlikely, but I will not completely dismiss the possibility. The extended range, I suppose, could be defined by worlds affected by entities that were indispensable to the formation of this current state of the world. An example of that would be the Lobotomy Corporation headquarters prior to White Nights and Dark Days incident. In some ways, your words sometimes find a roundabout way to the truth, Don Quixote. Compliment! I didn't know who this Red Mist was, nor did I know what White Nights and Dark Days was. But I could hazard a guess that they both must have been pretty significant, considering that Virgilia's face grew visibly tense as soon as they were mentioned. The sinners were unsettled too. What do you mean you don't know what the red case is? Is it not red enough? When you look at him. We can conclude that the siren is no cause for any immediate concern then. No, it isn't. Consider it a festival that arrives once in a while, for now. Festival, festive times. Karen is festive too. I don't know if I got all that, but this isn't what we've been waiting for, is it? No, we will continue to wait. The sinner sighed and groaned with disappointment as the newfound anticipation fizzled. Well, something did happen, but it wasn't something that would get us moving. I can see what a disappointment this might have been to them. So, how do we stop that green light from flashing? It will turn itself off when Dante extracts something from the engine. Do not worry. You're forcing me to spend? What do you mean? Right back to business, all. Dante extracts something and turn that alarm off. What a day! We'd just be running more dungeons through the back door with whatever new thing they pull anyway. Surely that was what a day! Still, this leisurelessness is a very rare opportunity, isn't it? Blessed be the patient ones, or so it is said. Every sinner says their piece before returning to their seats. Some of them walk out of the cabin to gaze at the lake. It's something they must be growing a tad tired of doing at this point. Maybe they're just going out for a long sigh. And Otis walked up to me. Are you not worried, executive manager? Huh? About what that mad scientist said. For now, there has to be more to that statement. Should I investigate this matter further? Otis was right. While Faust did tell us to consider this nothing more than a festival that arrives once in a while, she definitely knew more than she was letting on. But if Faust speaks of something in her characteristically cryptic manner, it means that she'll never tell us until she wants to. Well, it does bother me a little, but right now we don't have a lot of options. Let's just put a pin in it for now. Otis nodded affirmatively, bowed and returned to her seat. Well, let's get extracting, like Faust said. All of this is just a glorified go and pull, bitch! What the heck? They're just telling me to go spend my currency. What the hecky? Man. Well, that was something. On the bright side, both of the 3 stars are really good. Yeah, I guess. Well, since we already passed Canto 5, I will now officially ignore that message and keep my lunacy for when eventually Captain Ishmael drops. And then I will do a 5-minute stream where I pull nothing and then burst out in tears and just end the stream. Anyway, next up is a notable change. Oh god, not this image. Oh, this upset me. It's been a long while since I was able to relax like this, all alone in my room with not a concern in my mind. Maybe it's because a heavy burden had been lifted from my heart. This is after Ishmael. This is after the last stream now. I told the sinners that we should take a day off or so in our respective rooms. After what happened, we deserved a good rest. A big part of that decision was also to relieve Vsinger of his seasickness at least for a day. I don't think the sinners' rooms sway with the waves. We're still ways away from getting out of the Great Lake. I thought it would be a good idea to have a day like this where we could just sit and relax. Of course, this wasn't like a real vacation or anything. If anything were to happen, this little time off would be over, just like that. Like that eardrum-tearing siren of Mephistopheles that always finds the worst times to go off, for example. Amazing! You jinxed it! Very nice room though. What books do you have there? Are these all your notes? I would read the books. Also, what's that? On the screen? Oh. Yeah. I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. I'm not even upset at this point. Siren better be worth getting off our bums for. There was not to do in our respective chambers anyway, Heathcliff. I imagine that the time spent alone in thy room must have been quite dreary indeed. I can be a contemplative man from time to time, alright? For truth? Oi, clockhead! 1 clock turning coming right up! This will be the last one in a while, so just take one for the team, alright? Aren't you going to ask Virgilius for permission too? Ah, bollocks. I think I'm starting to get a handle on how to manage Heathcliff. Oh my god. Good news, Heathcliff. This volatility alarm seems to be something we can make use of. Then, indeed, a notable change has occurred in one of the mirror dungeon doors. Dante, the short downtime you suggested. Yeah, I know. I knew something like this was going to happen anyway. Hey, Amu! I'm doing fine, thank you. How about you? I see. Then let us investigate the area where the volatility was detected. There was something odd about the way Faust and Virgilius were looking at me, but I was too busy to worry about the two of them. I had to somehow convince the sinners, who had their long-awaited proper break taken away from them as soon as it started, to get to work. Another locked door has opened. The keep out tapes have also disappeared. Even the fucking tape is there. I can't. The door looks a bit bluish this time, doesn't it? Where did the other doors go? I don't think they were blue like this. The door did look a bit blue this time. Looks like every new mirror dungeon door will have a different design. And disappear from time to time, I guess. I can hear rolling waves from the other side, I think. According to the information relayed to us via the device, it appears that the official designation for this new area, summoned by the backdoor volatility, will be Mirror of the Lake. Oh no. Not more lakes. Why more lakes? Ishmael's eyebrows twitched. This is exactly what happened after we wrapped up Yisang's business. Seems too convenient to call it a coincidence, doesn't it? It's like these areas are tailor-made for each sinner's, Faust. The Mephistopheles engine is designed to change and adapt every time a golden bow is retrieved. And the backdoor is also a product of the engine. It would not be a reach to theorize that the incidents with each sinner would affect the engine, which in turn influences the contents of the backdoor. In other words, it's pretty much a guarantee that with each golden bow retrieval, we'll be getting a new zone from now on. Quite likely, yes. Okay, yeah, thanks for the explanation. Ishmael's willingness to sharply and boldly question all things suspicious did not change at all, but... Or maybe she just didn't like the fact that the word a lake was even brought up. Understandable, have a great day. After the events at the Great Lake, maybe she was starting to take care not to be as blunt and scathing toward her fellow sinners. Not more than necessary, anyway. That's good, I'm relieved. Wait, that raises another question. Do ask, are the golden bows not immediately shipped to the headquarters by the after team as soon as we retrieve them? How can they affect the engines if they're not here? If that's the case, then why did they keep saying that there's golden bows in Dante's head? The answer to that question requires a rather lengthy explanation. I care not. Wait, Otis, how about we try to wrap this up as quickly as we can? Ugh. Better get to someplace that's not constantly swaying. Yisang's really not having a good time out here. I did not take my medicine, for I assumed that we would be having a brief respite. I beg your forgiveness. And here just a summary then. In summary, once the golden bow is retrieved and when Limbus Company headquarters goes through a certain tuning process, the Mephistopheles engine and the golden bow's wavelengths will overlap, causing a resonance effect. Which is a process that involves resonating with the golden bow in your head as well. Oh, okay. Manager. Okay. Dante just has one inside. That's how it works? Does that process not harm the executive manager? No, as you have witnessed it yourself. So it is retrieved. So once it's retrieved, the golden bow continues to affect those it resonated with. I see. Guys, are we done with the boring lectures? E? Okay. I'm not sure what E is. Something with the lectures. Enough with the... Enough with the lectures. There we go. Almost. I almost got it. There we go. Thanks, Sinclair. Enough with the lecture. How's this dungeon? We have to enter it now, don't we? It felt like I was going back on my promise after telling everyone that we could relax. I didn't like this one bit. But I think I already knew what Faust was going to say. Faust suggests that we explore the new zone as soon as we are able. Mephistopheles is still at a significant distance from the shores, and there are not many activities to do before reaching our next destination. This will be an appropriate exercise for us during the empty period. Executive Manager, I understand that you may feel uncomfortable going against your earlier orders. But consider the fact that this journey will continue on for quite some time. I believe that the resources and the combat experience that can be gained from this new area would be quite considerable. I nodded affirmatively. The sinners each began grumbling and aired their woes, but they still prepared to head into the dungeons once again. Thus we entered the newly formed door. Whoa! Here we go. Okay. What? Okay, that's the mirror dungeon thing. So now we go into Christmas? Oi, Clockhead, get cracking? Ah. Okay. Hey, Keldrick. Our wait in the lake grows ever longer. One by one, the sinners begin succumbing to the tedium. Then Heathcliff suddenly and anxiously calls over to Virgilius. It's Christmas company time! It's also so funny because when you start up the game, you just have the Christmas event splash screen and then Lament keeps playing. And it feels so silly. Hey, Backseating! Christmas company! Let's go! Okay. Today is kind of a reading stream, huh? Because these are all not voiced. I wish they were voiced because my voice will be struggling very soon. It already kinda is. So, guess I fucking die. As our voyage on the Great Lake ends, the list of things to keep the sinners entertained grows ever smaller. In a way, it sounds like a serious problem, but... Guys, anybody got any fun stories to tell? No, for the 30th time. I suppose repeating the exact same phrase that many times is a talent, if it could even be called that. If you're having trouble recalling what you said moments ago... She has repeated that phrase 28 times to be precise. At 30, I was planning to verify if she had suffered any damages to her occipital region. I get it. I'm just that bored, Kay? There's nothing to do anymore. I'm tired of playing the same game of backgammon again and again. Good. I've got a job for you then. How about you start feeding the seagull on time for once? Somehow it became my responsibility after all of you got tired of taking care of it. Yeah, we're going to have to let the seagull go once we're out of the Great Lake anyway. Why do you even let yourself get attached to it? No, our seagull friend! Just look at her. The way she looks at you, those woeful eyes. She has Coco energy. What, your average seagull eyes? It was abundantly clear that the sinners were starting to slowly expire from sheer boredom. Well, it's not really a problem that has a solution, and I had zero interesting stories to tell, considering that I'm an amnesiac, so... All I could do was sit here and watch the sinners suffer. Putting them through the daily trials of the mirror dungeons wasn't the most exciting activity either. I'm glad that you know that! Speaking of which, Heathcliff appears to be the one least affected by this mess. Well, not that he was all calm and aloof, that is. I'd say he's anxious. Virgilius. A frosty silence descended upon the sinners. And the source of that frost was the inexplicable event that played out before their eyes. Oh, Heathcliff, have you gone insane? Did you finally snap? This must be the side effect of the consultations. Maybe you can call this sense of self-preservation loss syndrome or something like that. Heathcliff? Shut your traps. I ain't mad, and my sense of self-preservation is just fine. Impressive, Heathcliff. I rarely found myself surprised in this series of misadventures so far, but this is one of those rare occasions. Speak, what is your business? It's our next destination is T-Corp, innit? Innit, bruv? Do you really need me to answer that? You know what I'm talking about. Patience, Heathcliff, though that seems to be a virtue that most of you lack. If everything goes according to the flow, you'll make it to your appointment on time. What? Since I had no context for any of that, same, all I could do was sit here and watch as Heathcliff scratched the back of his head. I'm still out of the loop, but Heathcliff must be really anxious about something if he's willing to talk to Virgilius first, and after all that, that's not... What else could possibly be more important than the Wait. Heathcliff turned around to face us. Oi, any of you got any history with T-Corp? Show of hands now. I have, in a way. I resided in that place once. Right, but we already did you, didn't we? Then, yeah, soon it will be... But we're still in the middle of this mad lake. Oi, clockhead, what's today's date? How would I know? Huh? Can't you tell the date? You have a clock forehead! But clocks and calendars are completely different things. Oh my god. Heath! That was your thirtieth sight today! That was your 30th sight today. Keep doing that and you might huff and puff our boat to pieces. Tell us, Heathcliff. Your turn's coming up, isn't it? And whatever it is that awaits you there, you're going to have to prepare yourself for it. Yeah, I suppose. There's no use hiding it anymore. After some time... Right, so to summarize... Heathcliff's starting to feel like his turn's coming up now that Ishma has had her time in the ringer. And he's got good reason to believe that, because Virgilius handed him something in their last consultation that affirmed his suspicions. And according to that something, he'll need some fancy clothes and whatnot to refine his looks before we get to T-Corp. What? Oh, But since we're still so far from escaping the lake, you're starting to feel restless, is that right? Right on, so... Yeah, so there's not much you can do about that before we hit solid ground, is there? Come on, Heath. That's it? Don't you worry, I can definitely help you with that as soon as we find land, Kay? We don't even know how far away from land we are! Dante, we have reached the end of the scheduled work period for the sinners. Huh? Yeah. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. I reflexively said my usual routine piece as the light alarm played. Man, that wasn't even a big deal then. Oh. I was hoping to see an act of dramatic bloodshed for once. Well, at least he wasn't trying to stir up trouble for once. The sinners each got up from their seats, yawned and stretched, and one by one they did stretch! Disappeared into the back door. Oi, Clockhead! Didn't know they knocked your wits off along with your head. Sorry, but Gregor isn't completely wrong, is he? Can't he even mince words at this point? Ah. Virgilis and Kauron also walked into the back door, mocking grins on their faces. And I was left alone in the ship's cabin, standing awkwardly next to severely crestfallen Heathcliff. Wait, there was another! Sir Heathcliff! Huh? What are you doing out here, girl? Run along, you. Go gush about a high and mighty fixer of T-Corp or something. I shall have plenty of time for that later, yet thou shalt do well to treat me well, Sir Heathcliff. What, you little... Hold! Allow me to finish! Manager Squire, Sir Heathcliff, come hither. Hush, hush! Don Quixote wore a confident smile. She slowly, gingerly walked over the presently and temporarily vacant Charon's seat and whispered ever so silently to us. Forsooth, I have devised a splendid plan for thee. It's always terrible when she has a plan. It's always terrible. It's always terrible. It's always terrible. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is a bad idea. This is a bad plan. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna stretch though because I just need it right now. Have you read Wuthering Heights? What is that? No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Would you guys keep a seagull as a pet now that we spoke about the fact that they have a seagull as a pet for some reason while they're on a Great Lake? Do you like seagulls? I just know they like to steal food a lot when you're in their proximity. But they do be kind of cute. They look kind of cute. I think I would keep a seagull. The silly beings, yeah. The silly little fish. Silly little beings. Wuthering Heights is the book Heathcliff got his name from. Oh, I see. No, I have not read that. But now that I know that, I might look into it. They poop all over the place though. Doesn't every bird do that though? It's kind of every bird. I mean, I would just have a big, place outside and then have my silly seagull. And then feed it by just holding out food that I intend to eat. But, you know, I've eaten too much, so the rest is for the seagull. It can feel proud about stealing everything. Oh yeah, quails too, I mean, all kind of birds. Okay. So, what's the splendid plan of yours? I don't think there were words in this world expressive enough to describe that look on Heathcliff's face. It was certain that he had very sane expectations for Don Quixote and her plans. And that's better this way. But there was this sliver of hope in his face that maybe, just maybe, Don Quixote might rise to the occasion for once. It was unclear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered much to Don Quixote, however. She began excitedly describing her plan. Didst thou, Sir Heathcliff, ever hear tell of the ancient and legendary fixer of Deviant Association, the Rat Sack? The rat what? Like Virgilius? It is said that the legendary rat sack carried out his deliveries no matter how terrible the terrain or how arduous the journey to all corners of the city, and with him was his sidekick, Reindeer Man. Forsooth, his magnificence have given away gratuitous gift for children of the city. Oh! Din 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 din. That he deemed to be kind. Hey, heck. This for common knowledge, Sir Heathcliff. He appeareth on the front cover of the Fixer's Monthly every winter. Don Quixote asked, sounding genuinely shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this rat sack. What makes you think I'd ever read rags like that? Be it to thee, rags thou sayest, Manager Squire, surely thou hadst heard of this magnificent publication. I have amnesia. I knocked on my ticking clock head. I didn't really feel the need to spell it out for her. The noise! Oh my god, that was amazing. So none of thee has subscribed to it then? Mine words fell on deaf ears. Anyhow, what matters to thee, Sir Heathcliff, is that thou endeavoureth to make thyself more presentable than anyone else for this occasion. Is it not? Finally getting to the point, Go on. Marry, good sir, a costume most befitting that occasion would be those of the Red Sack and his sidekick Reindeer Man. This isn't going to end well, is it? What, like those ridiculous fixers del ALTYR HighTideSha RD whatever? That's not ridiculous! Fie! Thou hast not even deigned to indulge mine only wish that we would cosplay fixers del ALTYR HighTideSha RD together. Thou hast not even given it a chance, indeed! Speak not on a matter thou know not about. So don't ask Heathcliff to cosplay already. With all that talk of a splendid plan, I thought you were actually going somewhere. But it all comes around to that fixer nonsense again, huh? Don't even have the energy to beat the sense into you. I get to it later. 5 on a sits to the noggin should do it. When the sliver of hope on Heathcliff's face was beginning to rapidly fade. Prithee, share thy thoughts of the fixers that we have laid our eyes upon thus far. What? Embarrassing, were they? Remember, were they not fancy and impeccably dressed? Close not thy eyes and heart, speak! Absolutely embarrassing thoughts, yeah? That spandex bloke from K-Corp looked like he leaped right out of a circus. Nay! Lord Siegfried was not embarrassing! I say that his outfit was rather dashing, wouldn't you agree? Allow me to explain to thee the materials of its fabric, so that thy understanding... Excuse me, huh? Thee hither, Sir Heathcliff, I'm yet unfinished. Why is the girl so hyper today? Well, Lord Siegfried is a special outlier mayhaps, but dost thou not agree that most fixers are all rather well-dressed and wore honor upon their sleeves? Honor upon their what? I don't know about that, but I suppose they were quite posh. Exactly! Follow thee, I, and thou shalt see thyself dressed as impeccably and impressively as the fixers are. Is that right? Sod it? I know shite all about clothes or making myself look fancy. Right, so let's say I go along with your plan. Where are we going to get them clothes? Honestly, everyone was right. Where are we even going to pick up clothes in the middle of a lake? Aha! Yet I have thought of that as well. Recall the events of yesterday, the sirens that echoed across this bus. Dost thou remember? Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday. It went off not long before I announced the close of business for the day. But Faust said that backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about. Yet I was curious. How indeed doth Faust determine which volatility is useful and which is not? Thus, as all were crowded by the back door, preoccupied with returning to their respective quarters, I have secretly and stealthily evaded myself the chance to take a glance at the screen. So he took a peep at the screen. You know how to read those complex symbols? Nay, I myself had little hope of recognizing them, yet when I looked into them, I could very easily tell what the particular symbols on the device indicated. Forsooth, 'twere symbols of the Red Sack and the Reindeer Man, and next to them was a symbol indicating posh outfits. Surely that's what it said, Don. Sure! No, it can't be that simple. Yeah, no, it can't be that simple. I agreed with Heathcliff, however Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever, as though she was already expecting him to say that. Dost thou know? Every so often, certain symbols appear on the numerous doors past the back door. Huh? Every respite, every passing glance, I made sure to watch them carefully. And 'twas yesterday, when, in the corridor, I spied myself the exact door with the exact same symbol that I witnessed on the screen. Don Quixote, you didn't? 'Tis my nature as an adventurer, manager esquire. Mine inability to quell the burning adventurous spirit. I prostrate before thee! Know that I have taken the sneakiest of peeks. Mary, it was not too foolhardy. I have only taken a small peek. And if I told thee that what I witnessed from within, that all my deductions and predictions have been proven true, could thee find within thyself compassion to spare mine soul? You absolute muppet. Ah! I love that insult. I use it too. You absolute muppet. Why in the bloody hell do you keep doing what everyone tells you not to? Right, Heathcliff. I just don't understand why some people keep doing things that everyone tells them not to. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all warnings and went into the restricted areas past the area of the corridor that we're allowed to use. Also stole shit. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then, Heathcliff had no idea what was beyond that door. And this time we do. Are you suggesting that we call everyone over to explore that place? Nay, the three of us will be more than sufficient to handle this task. All tastes begin with a party of three indeed. The Three Musketeers! You're just scared of the consultation, aren't you? I have no clue as to what you may be referring to. The answer to this predicament was right there. Tell them that it's too dangerous and shove them back into their respective rooms to rest up for tomorrow. Manager Squire, that zone, indeed, it appeared to be a place most peaceful to my eyes. 'Tis a simple task, is it not? All that we seek to do is enter there and avail ourselves of a few sets of clothes for Heathcliff. It was obvious that Don Quixote wasn't helping Heathcliff out of pure kindness of her heart. Maybe she hungered for an adventure. Boredom. Or maybe she thought she might be able to do that cosplay of the fixer she so admired. But if we can find Heathcliff some nice clothes to put his heart at ease, then... Maybe I can do something about this before things get out of control. Like it did last time when I just let a sinner's anxiety stew and exacerbate. Fine, but we're turning around at the first sign of danger. Seriously? Come on, you were willing to do it if it meant you could pick up some nice clothes. Well, I suppose we'll be okay as long as Clockhead's with us. Hehe, well said, then let us reconvene tonight before Manager Squire's quarters. We shall knock in the following rhythm. Knock, 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 knock. Then thou shalt whisper a secret code, to which then I shall... Just go get some sleep. I really hope this won't be a waste of time. We agreed on a precise time before returning to our respective rooms. This is gonna go horribly wrong. Oh god. Oh, okay. See, this is where it's already going wrong. A fight. It's so wrong. Can you still only borrow one person? Yes, you can. Okay. In that case, we take Don. No, I want the sheepy Don though. There we go. Is this level okay for Heathcliff on this? Because I don't have any tickets. And I mean, Dawn will probably do it on her own. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. A dark, silent night. All are sound asleep. Thus we assemble. This better be worth the trouble. Will be worth every trouble, of course. Now come hither. We quietly and sneakily follow Don Quixote, taking care to not make a noise. Are we really crossing this line? Bloody hell, ass, don't you know what happened the last time I crossed it? Alas, it will be different this time. All we must do is follow the corridor immediately to the right of the stellionation and open the door there. So they're the symbols she was talking about. Past the door, through the window, the symbols Don Quixote mentioned shimmered. Symbols that seemed to indicate a sack, a wrapped present, and what appeared to represent fancy clothes. So they're the rat sack and the reindeer man's symbols? Precisely. Right, I suppose you're the expert with these things. I'm going in. Hold on! Before I even had the chance to stop him, Heathcliff barged into the door. And we found ourselves almost getting dragged in by his sheer fervor. Oh-ho! We found ourselves in a rather sizable room. This place was decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy lighting reflected off the wooden flooring, and a maze of conveyor belts were installed all over the place. This place is... a factory? Quite! And what are those things? Those little children light? Hark! Here aside, Don Quixote! What the hell is she doing? The little figures Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment before turning around in our direction. They weren't humans, that's for sure. Give me but a moment. I have already parlayed with these fellows. What happened to the sneakiest of peaks? Oi, Clockhead. Something's coming this way. What the fuck? A small but larger than others around it figure scurried over and stood before us. Ah, Lady Don Quixote, you finally grace us with your presence once again, Ome. And just as you did before, poof, appearing from the most unexpected places again, Ome. Who's this, Don Quixote? The one who shall grant us the wonderful gifts indeed. He wrapped his hands, or what I assumed to be hands, together, looked up at us and started. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Ome. You must be Lady Don Quixote's friend, Omes. My name is Todoru, a gnome who works at this gift factory, Ome. And why, of course, I make gifts here, Ome. Ho-ho! A gnome? Indeed, a gnome! Was that supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? So they're not humans, right? Yes, these fellows are not humans, they're gnomes. Yes, of course, not human gnomes. Home home. Didn't think non-humans were allowed in the city. They're not abnormalities or distortions either. There's something else. Ome? The city. I knew it. Well, why does it matter if they are not humans? What truly matters is the heart with which they commit themselves to work, that is. Of course. You're absolutely right, milady, Ome. Didn't that Todoru gnome say something weird about the city just now? So that wasn't just me, huh? Well, Ome! This Todoru cut in on our conversation. Do the friends of Lady Don Quixote wish for any present, Omes? Say we have fancy clothes and powerful weapon, Omes, or delicious cookie, Omes. I take a cookie. Fancy clothes? So you really have them? Looks like we've got a winner, Ome. Well then, please this way. The gnome said something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room in his scurrying gait. This seems more like a storage space than a reception hall. Oh! Behold, there's a warm fireplace and a table in this cozy place! What more could Dee possibly ask for? And we have some delicious refreshments ready for you as well, Ome. Please wait a moment, and I'll be right back with the gifts you want, Ome. The gnome bowed, opened the door, and scuttled out of the room. Ah, what a great place to get assassinated in, Ome. Are reception halls usually this barren? I've never been in one before, so I had no idea if this was what they were supposed to look like. I had to ask. Oh, Dante. You probably should not eat the cookies? Yeah, probably not. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even with my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation. I've once heard the rumor that this kind of decor has been catching on in recent years. Yeah, I've heard that too. Apparently it's popular for some blokes to just deliberately leave their stuff lying around in some half-finished looking buildings. Is that what this is? Still thy heart, Manager Squire! I shall personally be responsible for this expedition and claim ourselves shiny gifts! If push comes to shove, I could nab some of these. I saw them packing some shiny expensive looking stuff over there. No thievery this time, Heathcliff! Has the incident with the hair coupons already left ya in mind? Fine. Heathcliff was as foul-mouthed as always, but it was evident from his relaxing expression that his anxiety was starting to ease. That's nice. Maybe the fact that we're here, about to find what we're looking for, was a comforting thought. My hair coupons! Oh man! Heathcliff, is it that important that you dress well for this occasion? Huh? Oh yeah. A rather delicate but gently smoldering hearth. Calm, silent air. The perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects for some honest heart-to-heart. Or is someone waiting for you there? Someone who you'd like to dress up for? Well, I suppose you're not completely wrong. What happens to them? What do they look like? And what is going on? Oho, oho! A secret, is it? Don Quixote excitedly and loudly dragged her chair up close to Heathcliff. I have to go back as a successful man, as someone of great worth. So that they'll know that I've changed, that I'm no longer that witless brigand Heathcliff. That's why I have to dress posh when I return, to appear like a man of quality. Oh, has someone stoked the fire of envy in thy stomach? Is this about revenge, like Ishmael? Revenge? Heathcliff leaned back on his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face, which was, if my memory serves me right, a first. Well, I suppose you could call it revenge, but what I really want to do is make her regret. That's what it is. I show them, I trample over those bastards who thought I wasn't worth shite. So that she'll regret not choosing me, so that she will feel that regret deep down the deepest reaches of her heart. I proved to Kathy that there was no better man for her than I. Kathy? Oh! Oh! Ah! So that's what's going on here! Heathcliff's eyes tremble a little as he speaks her name. He's mentioned that name before. His eyes trembled then too. He lost his girl to a rich bitch! This Kathy must be someone pretty important to you. Of course, bloody important. So what happened between the two of you? Between you and Kathy? Catherine, to be exact, and I call her Kathy. Oh no, there's another Catherine? It's a long and complicated story. Aha! Allow mine intuition to speak for thee. This Kathy must be thy lover, is she not? They probably reference a story in the book. Wait, is that what she is to you? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Okay, maybe a little bit. He's stuttering like Sinclair on a bad day. While his disposition was as brusque as always, I could clearly see that he couldn't stop himself from smiling from a mere mention of her name, and that gave me more than enough answers. My man can't let go. Y'all should read Wuthering Heights? Probably. Oh, we wait for count to 6! But nah, I like reading, so if the book is, well, nice to read, then maybe. Every sinner had a reason for joining Limbus Company, so maybe Heathcliff joined Limbus Company for this Kathy person. Makes me wonder what kind of person she might be, though. Someone that's special, that precious to Heathcliff. Don't be so overdramatic. That ain't me. Now, I do this not out of my obligations as the manager, but I'm starting to think that I want to help you out, so that you could be the best man you can be for her. Indeed, we shall all be people of quality. Kathank, I heard a door open in that very moment. It wasn't the reception hall door. That one was made of wood and wouldn't make a sound that I just heard. The sound came from over there, away from us, from a dark corner of the room. Then we heard sounds of metal scraping against wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. So those were sleigh marks, huh? The huge sleigh made its way across the wooden floor, on the marks that were already on the floorboards. It was flanked by several no's. The sleigh was red, and the sacks on it were either black or red. But they were all littered with flesh and blood. You're the threat! You silly little guy! Todoro! We got your next batch of ingredients right here, Ome! You, my back, Ome! Come on, friend, Ome! Just think about the looks on our friends' faces when they open their present, Omes! All is worth it, of course! Well, worth it! Here, Ome! Here, Ome! The gaggle of gnomes who were walking in our direction as they chattered and gossiped froze in place upon noticing us. Quit lollygagging, Ome! Quit chit-chatting and help us out, Ome! We got a lot to process, Ome! Besides, we've brought some live ones this time, Ome! I think I saw some sacks on the sleigh move. No, they were thrashing, like something was trying to escape. Is that? Grab your weapon, girl! What is the matter with thee? These fellows are a bit hardworking. Hello? Is there someone out there? Please help! Get me out of here! Ome! What did I say, Ome? This one's fresh, Ome! No! But they're human, Omes! Did manager Dodoro bring him in, Ome? How'd he manage to bring in humans so fresh, Ome? So all along, that factory has been... Oh boy! I could hear a familiar voice coming from the other door in the room as Don Quixote stood there flabbergasted. Dodoro's done a blunder, Ome! That say wasn't supposed to be coming here, Ome! Don't you worry, Ome! Just a little game between us gnomes. Ah, yes, sure. You just realized, is Ome pronounced like the end of gnome? Ome? Oh! Maybe! But Ome sounds funnier! That's your excuse? Master Dodoru? Dodoru's listening, Ome. Tell me the contents of those sacks. Raw material for presents, of course. Ome, besides Lady Don Quixote? Wait, let's try to say Lady Don Quixote Dome? No, that's horrible. Lady Don Quixote, Ome? Dodoru's prepared those fancy clothes for you and your friends to wear, Ome. Why don't we head right out to where... What? Raw materials are they? Ome! Dodoru's tired of Liomes! Human Omes! Humans like you! You lot! What I say about using storage space, Ome? I told you this one was off limit, Omes! What are you gonna deliver nothing but disappointment to our neighbors, Omes? Even now they await gifts from our factory, Ome! Oh, my bad, Ome! Oh, meh! And I already told the factory director to look forward to this batch, Ome! What was I thinking? This was absolutely not worth it. I know what you're thinking, Clockhead. So quit sighing and start strategizing. We've got to get out of here, yeah? Yep, sitting here and feeling sorry for myself won't do anything. It never did. Got it? Grab your tool, Omes! Fresh locally produced materials coming up, Ome! Right then, let's crack on, you little shitbags! I can legally say curses I would never use just because Heathcliff is here. And it's great. Oh my god, the music! It's auto battle. Go, little sheep! Oh my god, this is so silly but kind of amazing. Ah! What is this music? Oh my god. It sounds like meme video music, just a... Oh my god. Amazing. Oh. Oh yeah, oh my god, now that I'm drinking, guys. Oh. 4 waves, okay. Guys, we have already reached the 1 hour mark. We've just been reading this entire time and reading and reading and reading. But you can't forget to clap your nose. Everyone clap your nose. And then stretch. And hydrate. I like to imagine that squeaks are the gnomes getting punted. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Punch your gnomes, that's it. It's time to clap your gnomes. Okay, okay. The gnomes can't do shit to us. We're just strong. We don't need level units. We just need a sheep and an angry man. Oh, amazing. Feels like Christmas again. Okay. Another round. Ooh, nice. You get an A-res on that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is the same, so it doesn't matter. You forgot the British part, that's crucial. Oh, yeah! Can you pass me the water? In it, bruv. I will pour some tea. Joke's on you, though. It's not only a sketch. I'm actually doing it. Because I forgot. I forgot to do it earlier. And I need to get some new water soon as well. Okay. Let's take that for the resonance. Funny looking gnomes versus angry man from British and his companion sheep. You know, it's funny because I hadn't considered the dynamic between Heathcliff and Don before, and it turns out they're just a great silly duo. Just Heath and Don. Up to crazy shenanigans. And I love it. 23, that's hopeless. What? Not in this household. Santa and Rudolph look weird this Christmas. I mean, have you ever seen Santa live? Have you ever caught him delivering presents? Maybe that's what they looked like all along. Because how would you know? How would you know? One happy brain cell and one angry brain cell. Yeah, it's amazing. Clump! I wish I could drink my tea already, but it's way too hot. Oh god! Heathcliff! Heathcliff! I need you, Heathcliff! Oh! The level matters! The level matters! The level mattered!
이 이빨들에게 씹히는 건 어째 본인이었나 보.
I got Omen! What do I do? Was I just unlucky? You could try Don solo? Okay. Maybe I try that. Maybe I try that. Heathcliff, you stay there. Holy shit. Oh. Don would have tanked if Todoro wasn't blunt. Is there a better Don than the sheep I should take here? Actually, the sheep is also only a 2-star. Which Don is best to take here? To handle the gnomes. Seems a little worse than the whale battle. Seems worse than almost everything from Kanto 5. That gnome fucking... We went through all this pain and suffering and these crazy fights. And I got fucking clapped by a gnome. Sing, okay. Okay. Well, let's go. She's good at dodging. Okay, we will try that. Yeah, I got gnomed so hard. What the heck? How is this possible? Through all these trials and tribulations, and then it's a gnome. And this is the music we die to. This is what we die to. Shit's crazy. Oh. Confidence. Yeah, my confidence got destroyed. I died to gnomes. Oh my god. Okay, nice. I think we'll be fine with these gnomes. Okay, this is on this gnome. Dominating. Ayo! Imagine you go through all that just to be killed by some unknown henchman. Yeah. Actually, I haven't even looked properly at Don. What is the last skill? Okay, the dark blue one. Salut! Declared duel. A clash between the unit that inflicted declared duel and the unit with the status the declarer has plus 1 clash power. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's not like we can do that much anyway, because auto battle. I wanna use that here. Don't wanna use the blue one yet. Neutral. Should be fine. Yeah. Okay, nice. One of them is staggered. Don is doing it. Ow! Oh! Okay. Who's this going on? On this guy? In that case, maybe I don't use it yet. Maybe I don't use it yet. On this guy I can use it though. Use Spacey, go to heal. Yeah, we'll do that next turn. Shaloo!
You can't 결태였네.
What did you say?
You can't 결태였네. You can't 결태였네.
I see. Okay. Oh, that's so many slots. Holy shit. Okay, let's use the... Who does this go on? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's still the small ones. In that case, yeah. I can use that ego right now and heal a little bit. Okay, I hope she just staggers everyone so I don't get any damage. Oh, you can't cure, you can't kumbe? You can't kill me? Something! We might never find out. Yeah. Whoa. Ooh, nice. That's a bit. That healed quite a bit. Nice. Goodbye, no. Ooh. Sure. Okay, this stun is kind of fun. Maybe Dawn isn't that bad. Maybe there is a spot in my heart for Dawn after all. Those small dark gnomes could be Cinnia buns on Halloween. Oh my god. I only need one skill for this one. Maybe 2 for safety. Wait, no, the rest disappears as well if I use it, right? I forgot. You save skills, the rest won't disappear. Oh, okay. Whee. Oh, whoops. So they only disappear if she uses them actively right now, even if I use them, right? As long as you don't invite. Okay. Okay, then it doesn't matter. There we go. Hello, big guy! We see each other again, huh? I could just win raid. Dominating, this will... Ah, okay, it's just a block, not a counter. Should be okay? Do it, Dawn! We believe in you! We believe in you, Dawn. You have to do it. Everyone's looking at you. Yeah, this is a lot stronger than the last time. Ah, this little one is not staggered. God damn it. That's what you get for clapping me! Perish! Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo. Hot. Hot tea. Oh. Okay. I just keep doing that because it doesn't really matter. This is so oddly satisfying. I love this. Beautiful. Ah. Thank you everyone for the tip with this stun. I really like this stun. Oh yeah, Heathcliff was kind of dead weight, not gonna lie. He just got clapped. These were some fierce swords. Yeah, but only for you. The fault lies with me. The light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face, so did her enthusiastic voice. No, I should have thought this plan through. Well, if we were to find someone to blame, the biggest fault would lie with me, the manager. Maybe I should have turned around the moment I sensed that something was off. Yeah, that happens a lot with Dante, doesn't it? Where Dante is like, something is weird. And lo and behold, something was weird. Maybe you should have turned around, but you didn't. Ah, alas! With that, Don Quixote marched towards the abandoned sleigh. This is... Several mutilated bodies trembled to the ground as soon as Don Quixote undid the knot tying the sack. Damn it, I was afraid that this was what we'd find inside the sacks. There were a total of 7 or so people in the sack, but they were all missing a few limbs. They were barely breathing, and some of them had already perished. Never seen their style of clothing before. Looks like we're pretty far from where we were. I've seen similarly worn and torn clothing in the back streets, but the clothing they wore was of materials and styles that I'd not seen before. The back door must have sent us pretty far. Faust did tell me that each district within the city had different cultures and such, so... doesn't really matter, does it? They'll all die soon and it's not like you can turn the clock for them. Let's just get back to the bus. Nay! Here! This person here is intact! Hark! Get a hold of thyself! Art thou the one who requested our help earlier? Oh! What the fuck? It's a little boy! Who are you? He's a little boy, what the heck? What happened there? Yeah, Dante has a sus radar built into that clock, but Dante doesn't make use of it. Monstrous gift. Sounds great. Oh, the others are turned.
말뚝을 쑤셔넣어 이곳은
전 준비되었어요.
Sinclair gets 2 slots. No, New Dawn in this one. New Dawn. What's with the others? Oh? Your clothes are all weird looking. I guess you're not from the village? The child was dressed in torn and faded clothing. From the way she looked at us, I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woke up from her momentary shock. Anyways, thank you for saving me. My name's Crayon. Okay. Imagine calling your child Crayon. Clockwork thief? The kid pointed at me and backed away in terror. The hell are you talking about? That's Clockhead. My name's Dante. Clockhead? But I heard that the clockwork thief looked like clocks. I guess I also heard that they don't show up this high. I've never seen a monster like that before though. Aha! But they are not a monster! This is none other than our very own manager, Squire. Thanks for the intro, I guess. But I can't hear anything but the tick-tocking of the clock. Well, Manager Squire has their reasons. Art thou unharmed? Yeah. Looks like the other people who were dragged here with me weren't so lucky though. The child looks at the mutilated corpses with a despondent look on her face. Don Quixote casts a sympathetic gaze. So they were all neighbors from thy village? Yeah, but our village will soon send the hunters to save us. As long as they can get here, they can... Hunters? I wasn't sure what exactly she was talking about, so I was about to ask her what she meant. But this reception hall, storage room, suddenly began to fill with gas of unknown origin. Oh no. Oh, her parents also named her after her favorite food? What's this now? Huh! Quick, hold thy breathing! An odd plume of gas, its hue red and green, begins to fill the room. This gas! It's the same gas from when I was kidnapped! The 3 of them, including Crayon, passed out and slumped to the floor. Yes, something like this has happened before, when we walked right into a room full of toxic gas, which killed everyone. Looks like this gas only knocked them out, though. That's a relief, at least. Guess I should consider myself lucky that my clock head isn't affected by these things. I gotta hide! As soon as I hid myself in a corner, a crowd of gnomes rushed through the same door Dodoru came from. Gas masks, so they used sleeping gas on us. Ame! Is that all that's left of Manager Dodoru, Ame? Ame! All the talk of snagging free top-notch raw materials. And now look at him, Ome! A pile of meat, Ome! Ome! 1 Ome, 2 Ome, 3 Ome, all accounted for, I suppose, Ome. They're all fast asleep with the sleepy powder, so don't you all worry yourselves about harming the good Omes. Well, let's move the goat Omes. They picked up Don Quixote, Heathcliff, and Crayon one by one and loaded them onto the sleigh. With that they left, closing the door behind them. And through it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Right, looks like this is my time to shine. I rescued the 3 of them. No way. I should have listened when Ishmael offered to teach me self-defense. Yeah, you should have? Hello? What do I do? This harsh truth dawns on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that on my own I'm completely useless. If they were with us, I could at least bring them back, but none of the sinners are here with me. What good am I without them? It's a miracle that I managed to survive this far. Miracle? What miracle? Come on, get a hold of yourself. Great, now I'm hearing things. Sometimes I can still hear Ishmael even though she's not in a room with me. You're not hearing things, manager, we really hear. Do you even know what a mess it was up there when we realized that the three of you just vanished into thin air? Bolted up and looked toward the voice. There I saw another door. And from it, the rest of the sinners appeared one by one. The squad is here! Oh my god. Guys. Oh boy, looks like I forgot about that slightly spoiled ingredient, Ome. I will inquire about this incident later, Dante. For now, command us in this battle. Ah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Gnomes. Your last hour has stricken. Because I have Sinclair with me.
불길 속으로.
Ooh. I wonder if we have another section where it's only Heath and Don. I think it was really nice that you could only take Heath and Don.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Yeah, it's Sinclair time. Hey Dante.
좋아.
Sadly no. Oh, that's a shame. I thought that was really cool. Even though Dawn had, well, the borrowed Dawn had to cover it on her own.
가자.
We're totally gonna do something like that in Kanto 6. No, yeah, I expect that too.
한 건 했고.
They kind of try it out here. And then they can use it next time. Are you kidding me? What the heck is this? What is this?
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
This little gnome surviving on one.
지금은 두렵지
Here we go. One health and a dream.
그 오물을
Amazing.
떼어내주지.
That didn't one.
침묵하라.
I was thinking all the way back in Kanto 4 that character bans would be an interesting way to mix things up. Yeah, certainly. As long as they don't
침묵하라.
as long as they don't make it an issue with your setup. Though there's usually at least one character that can solo a stage. But if they have to be careful, because if there was ever something that you cannot solo with anyone, or just in a very specific way maybe,
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
then if you don't have the necessary characters on a specific character and you can only take one support, but you need at least 2 good characters or something,
자, 한 건 했고.
I feel like basically they can do it, but they have to be careful not to overdo it so they don't trap people on accident.
어라, 언제 다 해치웠던? 이제 가도 되죠?
So you punch gnomes? Yeah. Punch the gnomes on me. Okay. A touching reunion. They probably have it so that it fully levels and upties your characters for it. Oh yeah, that would be good. Then that would work, no matter how, like, to what scale they do it. If they do it like that, that's fine.
돈 벌러 가자.
any content is theoretically possible with base sinners? I mean, yeah. Depends on how hard it becomes then, right? I always have this reflex of wanting to go on auto text, but it doesn't make sense here. Muscle memory. Thanks everyone. How did you find me? We entered via the back door. Your signals were no longer detected from within the bus premises. And every sinner was immediately summoned from their respective rooms for the search. And so soon after our break started, Dante, let's try to not do anything like this again, Even if you are the executive manager, rogue behavior such as this poses too great a risk. Please be wary of that. I'm sorry. So how did you guys find us? I have deduced it. As of late, Heathcliff was in a constant state of uneasiness. Considering the nature of our circumstances, I conjectured that there was aught that he had to do before our arrival at T-Corp. On the day in which the backdoor volatility siren echoed, Don Quixote made a relatively delayed return to the backdoor. And come the next day, she requested from me and Miss Faust an encyclopedia of common symbols used in the city. So yes, so Faust lent her a few volumes. Ever since receiving the volumes, Miss Don Quixote sat next to me and perused the pages with a rather enthusiastic expression on her countenance. Although I could not converse with her on account of my conditions, I do recollect that the following words were repeatedly uttered. Cosplay, costume, set. In summation, I surmised that Miss Don Quixote witnessed a series of symbols that caught her attention when the siren blared. And Faust was aware that the door on which those symbols were drawn. Aware of the door. There we go. Based on that information, the sinners were able to find their way here. We engaged several entities on the corridor on our path to this door. Good thing we only ran into weaklings, though. An irreversible death of a sinner could have occurred in the process. Do you understand? Engaging hostile forces in your absence carries an exceedingly high level of risk. We could have been lost forever in some corner of the corridors as bodies, never to be revived nor retrieved. Please comprehend the weight of your responsibilities and the risks your independent action carries. You must survive, executive manager, no matter what. Do I make myself clear? I've never seen Otis look at me like that. Her gaze was cold and ruthless. Your survival was a lucky coincidence, Dante. The sequence of those symbols are not supposed to be interpreted in such a haphazard manner. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say. I believe that is enough, but... Not Don Quixote. Hell yeah. Oh! Oh! Wait, I was right! No Don Quixote! Yeah, Don Quixote, Heathcliff? Where'd the pair run off to? Oh, that's... I told them exactly as the events transpired. Seriously, how did we even manage to survive this far? Alright, Manager Bud. I'm sure you've heard enough from the others, so I won't say more. Gregor is so kind. But where exactly are we? Hey, which district is this? This cold? We must be somewhere in one of the northern districts of the city, or... We are not in the city. What do you mean? I mean that we are not in the city. Those intelligent organisms called gnomes are part of a species surviving in the outskirts. Outskirts! Oh my god! Commonly known as monsters of the outskirts. Monsters again? After all that we faced at the lake? They weren't exactly like the whales though. We could communicate with the gnomes. They were just like people, except smaller. So we're in a completely different region of the outskirts. I would have liked to explore the area if the circumstances permitted. Look, the structure seems to have been custom built for the gnomes, considering how small everything is here. So are they reaching at the ceiling with their heads? If this is the outskirts, we can go back, right? As long as the door we entered through remains open, yes. It is open for now. What if it closes? Then an unexpected journey begins. We will have to trek the distance from the outskirts back to the city, which will be a significant endeavor in both time and effort. And then Heathcliff is gonna miss his appointment. Isn't that a bit dangerous? Where's the sound coming from, Ome? Eh? Ome! I struck gold, Ome! Get your tool, Omes! Dante, come hither to the back of the line. The door slammed open and gnomes began flooding into the room. We prepared ourselves for battle. Here we go again. Oi, 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 oi. You want a gnome plushie? You want one like this with a ribbon, or do you want a lovely one like this with the mouth pried open, ready to devour you? I don't judge either choice.
가자.
Just want to clarify that. Struggling? Why are you struggling? How about this one? That looks better. I might as well use this now because Sinclair gets too much sanity back from everyone just killing the gnomes fast. You prefer suit mouth plushies? Understandable.
너무 쉽군요.
The mouth one, of course. So what you're saying, guys, is we need both.
단테님 봤어요? 너무 쉽군요.
Who's the best mascot so far? Bonky crabs or the gnomes?
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
Personally, I say not the crabs. They're not as cute. I can just throw these out.
운이 따라준다면
I wouldn't say
좋겠네요.
the crabs. Oh yeah, the seagull. You're right. Seagull is the best mascot, clearly.
다 죽어라.
But no, in between them,
정화의
I mean, Bongi is pretty cute. I might as well do this. Bongi is pretty cute, but
걸려라.
the gnomes just have this something. I think I would like a gnome. I like the gnomes. HighTideSha goods confirmed. Ah, yes.
재밌네요.
You get a Cinnia plush that has a gnome plush. A tiny gnome plush. The plush has a plush.
좋아.
Tiny gnome plush. On the actual plush. There we go. And the gnome is colored like a Cinnia bun.
침묵하라.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Okay. This might be over here.
침묵하라.
Easy enough with everyone here.
이단
Come
정화의
on,
어?
쉽군요.
bros, crab bros, gnome bros. Well, the gnome bros would win, wouldn't they? In
자,
that case.
한 건 했고.
Or limited edition with different mini plushies. There's one version for everyone. And then super special edition with one seagull, and only one person randomly gets the seagull one. The one lucky gacha winner. I can see their similarities with humans, but they certainly aren't humans. Except for their odd verbal quirk, these monsters are impressively communicative. I don't even know if they should be categorized as monsters. The definition is often arbitrary. Some may call them monsters, yet others may call them members of a different sentient race. Huh. I appreciate your analysis, but we should probably get moving. We still don't know where Heathcliff and Don Quixote are. You always say the right things at the right time, Executive Manager. Exploring the outskirts area will carry higher risk than our usual operation grounds. To ensure the manager's safety, we must first establish a more structured plan. Well, I'd say the easiest answer would be to leave the two of them. But the easiest path isn't always the right one. Ishmael. Ishmael kicked open the door the gnomes rushed from. Come on, let's go. We'll protect the manager and save Heathcliff and Don Quixote. Yes, that's the girl. Let's go, Ishmael. The seagull better have its mini bike.
어라, 언제 다 해치웠담? 이제
you
가도
can
되죠?
buy the mini bike as an extension. Or maybe all the plushies are just exchangeable, so you have a Cinnia plushie with mini plushies, and you can buy additional mini plushies so you can switch them around. And one lucky winner gets a seagull.
돈 벌러 가자.
Yeah, Ishmael is so cute now. I love her. Oh, I didn't.
운이
Okay, I thought I pressed on the
따라준다면
button.
좋겠네요.
걸려라.
You will fight for the seagull mini plushie.
재밌네요.
It is all up to chances. You cannot fight for it. You can just throw in your lot in the gacha. Anyway,
운이
self-destruction.
따라준다면
There we
좋겠네요.
go. You will get NFC plushies to trade with. Ah, yes. Every plushie has a unique NFT code.
재밌네요. 재밌네요.
You know what? Scrap that idea. Okay, destroy them.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Don't introduce gacha on merch.
봤어요?
이단을 정화할
From now on, all the merch is just gacha.
다 죽어라.
You can get one singular special merch box for anniversary, and it's random. It's random what's inside.
가자.
So you just have to play gacha in general. Christmas really brings out the evil, Cinnia. Capitalism. Nah, I would never do something like that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Gacha turns into certainty if you buy enough. I mean, if I do a system where you are guaranteed to get it eventually,
자,
buy 200 boxes,
지금은 두렵지
and then
않아요.
you get a guaranteed seagull plush.
오늘을 다 죽어라.
두렵진 않네요.
다 죽어라.
Oh no, don't remind me of the asparagus juice. That was cursed.
자,
That was so
한 건
cursed.
했고.
Speaking of, I'm waiting on the HighTideSha package to sign stuff. And I sure hope I don't find asparagus juice inside or something. Because then I'm gonna die on the spot.
너무 쉽군요.
Nice, Honglu! This is when you can roll a 30. I see how it is. But not in the boss fights, right? In the boss fights, you just roll a 4 and a 1 and a whatever.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
There we go.
선택받았으니까.
돈 벌러 가자.
My arm, nah, my arm will not fall off from signing. I'll be fine. Oh wait. Oh man. We immediately go into this? Oh.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Yeah, he's been rolling 30s this entire time here, but not when it mattered in the boss fights we did. I see what he's doing. I kinda love this music. I keep vibing to it. It's silly, but it's not annoying. I feel like it might get annoying if you listen to it for like 5 hours. But until then, you can take it. Enough talking, more getting gnomes. Oh, there it was. There was the fight. I would like to not get gnomed again. Thank you kindly. The one time was enough for me.
오늘을 떼어내주지.
Nice.
다 죽어라.
Just Sinclair things.
자, 한 건 했고.
Okay, just ball it.
불길 속으로.
So, So after today,
너무
Limbus is on
쉽군요.
hold because then we went for
너무
everything.
쉽군요.
But next week, I think I have to cut one
불길
stream
속으로.
from my schedule next week. I think I have to cut the Monday stream because I'm away. I'll be away on Monday, so I can't stream on Monday probably.
가져가라.
So I thought maybe we just do a gaming week next week, where I will probably finish Little Goody Two Shoes because I think there's only one more stream left on that game as well. And I also wanted to do another Inscription stream to see how I feel if I want to continue with the game. Doing something fun? Yes! Oh, the big guy is here again. I see. I see. He's dangerous. But it's okay. Mersol just tanked everything here. Who's this attacking? This might be enough. Oh yeah, you know what, Hongnu? Use your other skills. That's fine. Okay.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
This song has been eternally stuck in your head thanks to the event. Ooh, I don't know if I would want to listen to it in my head for all eternity.
너무
이단은
쉽군요.
정화했다.
Oh, guys, I also see... It's funny, I can really see that we're getting to the 2-hour mark. because
제대로
of memory
찝었군.
leaks. Oh, but that's good. Maybe we will take a quick bathroom break after this stage then.
가자.
Perish!
두렵진 않네요.
And then we can get something to drink as well.
두렵진 않네요.
You feel like you're going to go insane? That you probably are! Is there a cutscene here? Ah, no, okay.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
On the next one.
선택받았으니까.
Okay, so, quick bathroom
그렇겠죠?
break, 1 minute. Don't get gnomed. Get something to drink instead, okay? Be right back. Wah! Oh! Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. YTK! Welcome to the Cinnia Buns! Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you. Oh god, everyone. Pink ome. Ome, pink ome. 8 months in and she will never leave the pink allegations. Yeah, the pink is following me everywhere, even though it's clearly not pink. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh, hold on. I need to disappear for one more second. A very long second, okay? I'm in a weird time-space continuum where the second is just very long. Well, it feels very long, but it's not actually long. It's just 1 second. It's not really pink. It's not pink at all. It's not even pink in the slightest. But it has just found itself into the deepest structures of this chat that pink always resurges and attacks me. Okay. There we go. Now it's smooth as butter again. For whom the gnomes pack. What the?
불로
What the
정화하고 깨끗한 세계를
Who do they
세우라.
pack for? Right, who gets the presents? No, color theory is for another day. So now that I had some time to look around out here, this facility appears to be a gift factory. I see, so there are factories like these that produce gifts. Yeah, that's what he said. Christmas decorations everywhere. Oh no. Oh no, if anyone should not be here, it's Sinclair. There's still some time until Christmas though. Sinclair looked to the ground with a somber expression. I didn't need to ask to know how he was feeling. I wonder if monsters exchange gifts with each other. They didn't seem like the most hospitable sort. There's a possibility that they may be contractors to one of the wings in the city. I wanted to say no chance, but the city and the wings that we've experienced so far were... Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there was a non-zero chance of that being the case. Huh. Wait, that's it? We going in? Oh, and then maybe the last thing, the dungeon part, is we find out who is, who they're delivering the presents to. Okay, I see. I see.
가자.
Uh-oh, I can feel a sneeze coming.
재밌네요.
Okay, it disappeared. There's like a 50-50 chance of it coming through or disappearing when you mention it. But I don't mind it disappearing either.
불길 속으로.
Because then it just wasn't important enough. Alright, it still isn't Christmas in Limbus? What time is it right now there, actually? I have no idea. Oh yeah, also today, I have adjusted my mic today, and I think, what, did I already adjust it last stream? I believe I have adjusted it last stream as well. I had noticed that since the last karaoke stream, my microphone was like 1% too low in volume. And it's really funny, because for some reason,
너무 쉽군요.
you know, you have your microphone sound 0 to 100 on Windows, and the only region that matters for my microphone is 80 to 100 for some
너무
reason.
쉽군요.
So if I only put it down by 1 point, that's already a huge difference. Fuck the gnomes.
참여하게 되리라.
I don't really understand why, but
가져가라.
luckily I was still screeching loudly enough for it to not matter that much. But sometimes you're like, oh, maybe I have this odd feeling. Maybe I should check my settings just to make sure. And you see it and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
재밌네. 너무 쉽지.
Why? You talking about 1% volume threshold is like talking about color theory to us? Okay, listen. Usually, you have 100 points. My microphone and PC are weird, so I only have 20 points. So if I remove 1 point, big difference.
가자.
I was missing 1 point. A bit of a difference I was having during those streams. But it was still okay. It's like month 7 in Limbus, so July at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, 5%, though it feels like even more. Like when I put my microphone volume down by 1%, it's like I put it down by between 5 and 8.
가져가라.
자, 한 건 했고.
Probably more like 8% actually. It's kind of weird. Microsoft announces this whole thing. Yeah. Can't do math, but I agree. Great. You're doing great. After spending some time battling gnomes and trashing the gift factory, we soon realized that the gifts the conveyor belts were moving weren't your average gifts. Is that a foot? Is that a sign with the drawing of a foot? What's that doing here? This one is adorned with a depiction of an eyeball. These gifts appear to be made from materials that do not normally go into building these items. Their shapes are of teddy bears, oil pastel boxes, toy trains, but they have an abnormally high concentration of protein and phosphorus. However, the decorations and the lights are made of proper materials. They must have salvaged the wastes expelled from the city. It's obvious. GMFH. Gifts made from humans. Oh, it's so... Wow! More stuff made from human sacrifice? I guess the outskirt isn't so different from the city, huh? What's really concerning is, who are these gifts for? Who in their right mind would want anything like these? Who knows, rich folks with screwed up perversions? Maybe that's who they're for. So... if they're making gifts out of people, Heathcliff and Don Quixote, will the gnomes turn them into gifts too? I do recall them saying something about locally produced materials? Then we must move with haste. I have discovered a location with a high probability of their presence, presuming that they haven't been turned into gifts yet. After a long silence, Mersault spoke up. He pointed in a direction. There, the placard says Gift Assembly. Ah, so that's where we're going. She's not beating that Sinclair allegation.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까.
That I don't mind because the combination of names is simply too good. Oh, it goes further still. Okay. Oh no, I need to use a box.
몸 좀
But that's okay.
풀어볼까요?
I saved them for this occasion. What happens when I eventually don't have a box anymore? I think we die.
운이
Yeah.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
걸려라.
Sin will start carrying sheath katana around soon.
재밌네요.
Oi. Oh! Why are you already here? Who invited you? I didn't.
참여하게 되리라.
Guys, we have reached the 2-hour mark already, mind you. So, clap your gnomes.
좋아.
Gnomes? Clap your gnomes. Stretch.
우와. 가자.
hydrate.
그 오물을
Oh.
떼어내주지.
She will be a Cinnia. Oh my god. 2-hour mark with this music strangles the garden. No.
너무 쉽군요.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, watch out for the little guys. You turn around and suddenly they hold a knife. Oh, nice. Oh, he's almost... He is dead.
이단을
I
정화해.
correct myself before I speak. Oh, I didn't even see that Sinclair was staggered there. Okay, we just go all out. There we go. Perhaps I should use some egos, but you know. Coco!
무가치 한 저항일 뿐이다.
Coco is hanging with her head kind of like this off the scratchy tree. Piper wants to go out, I believe. Piper. Okay, she's staring at me with expectations. Hold on. And there she disappeared. I had to pet the cat. I can't go past the cat without petting the cat. Hit him.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Cat's being liquid as usual. Yeah. She actually fell from the scratchy tree once before when she did that. But she doesn't learn. But I think she's a little bit more careful now. Because it happened twice.
재밌네요.
She's fine though. Just baby things. Oh, speaking of, yesterday I showed her her new favorite toy.
자, 한 건 했고.
It's the bathtub. She was really excited, just, you know, scratching at it and then sprinting around it, kind of sprinting up a little bit and then just sliding back down.
언제 다 해치웠다?
And it
이제
was the
가도 되죠?
cutest thing ever. I think I might even level up after this one. Her bathtub, she can't scratch through that material. It's really just playful scratching against this slivery material. And then she just kind of slid around like it's a slope.
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
Did she already learn that it comes with water? No, I didn't dare show her that. I thought it might scare her a little bit too much. Do you squish that cat? I don't really squish my cats. I do floof them though. Just grab them from both sides and then floof, 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 floof. I think I'm hearing some odd noise from in there. Heh, a rather high-pitched SOS. It's always a good indicator of wonderful happenings. Can you not giggle about sounds of screaming, please? I'm familiar with this tone. The decibel range of the screaming is an exact match with Don Quixote's. Oh my god. Wait, we have yet to conduct a threat assessment of the combat area. That area appears to be a closed-off space, which means... Otis? Were Heathcliff with us, he would have said as such. Said what? I think I know. How bloody frustrating. Quit winging, pick up your tools, and get cracking. Hey, that was pretty close. Ishmael soon blasted the door open with a powerful kick. I love that Ishmael's thing is just kicking open the door now. Meanwhile... Oh, where the bloody hell are we? Why am I tied up? I regretfully say to thee that we are quite screwed. Forsooth, we are fated to become toys in that hydraulic press. It appears that, when the time cometh, I shall be turned into a roly-poly toy myself, that riseth with every fall. Boy, shut your trap and do something. We've got to get out of these binds. Sir Heathcliff, I apologize profusely. 'Tis true that there was the tiniest bit of selfishness within me, that I wished to procure the Red Sack cosplay set for myself. However, it was no lie that I wished to find thee an impeccable outfit. You little shite, I knew that this was going to happen. Once I'm out of these binds, I'll... So, at least thou shalt become an elaborate pocket watch. Damn clocks again. I think they're going to turn me into a box of color pencils. 24 vibrant natural colors or so it says. Are they crayons, perchance? We've not seen living raw materials in a while, Ome. But they're a bit loud, Ome. Can you see if my ears are bleeding, Ome? Ome, the more they scream, the happier our recipients will be, Ome. Ome, then let's get cutting, Ome. Heathcliff, Don Quixote. Ah, what a relief. They've not been turned into gifts yet. Quite cozy here. I can't whistle. Everyone! Oh, we're here for you, Heathcliff. Blockhead. Damn it, didn't think I'd ever be this glad to see your mug. Looks like we got here in the nick of time. Heathcliff was about to be shoved into the gift-making hydraulic machine press. I have thrown your straps. Descend. Look, I'm not the type to wear my heart on my sleeve, but after you lot saved me from getting turned into a pocket watch, I have to say it. Fair. You absolute idiots! You two had one job, to remain by the executive manager's side! Yet you let yourselves be captured like this? You know what? Forget it. Man, you almost had it. You almost had a genuine thank you from him. Right, get a hold of yourself, you two. Manager, what now? Well, we've got to trash this place. Come on, get ready to wear your identities. Yeah, I guess we go. I guess we ball. I guess we destroy this place. Let's go.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요. 침묵하라.
Hand hard enough and you can whistle? Okay. Let's try. Let's try.
불길 속으로. 좋아.
걸려라.
I don't know about the whistling. I still can't do it. I always feel like I'm getting close, but I can't get it out. It's almost there, but I don't know what's missing. I don't know what's missing.
단테님, 봤어요?
Oh
운이
man.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
You have to focus more on the top of your
너무
lips. The
쉽군요.
top of my lips? Are you blowing too hard? Maybe it's too much air. Would you say
제대로
whistling
찝었군.
is just little air? Because I feel like I try to push out a lot of air with my voice. Calm blow.
이단을 정화했다.
Okay. Now I just sound like a really tiny tea kettle that can't really, you know, that is at the cusp of getting hot enough, but it can't quite do it. Oh wait, that's Sinclair.
지금은 두렵지
It's a good
않아요.
but constant amount of air. What is it with vsingers not being able to whistle? You know, maybe that's the skill we trade in for the ability to sing. Maybe that's the secret.
단테님, 봤어요?
If you're not a singer, you may be a great whistler, and if you're not a great
너무
whistler,
쉽군요.
you may be a singer.
자, 걸려라.
I've become a mosquito.
가자.
Okay, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work today. But thank you guys for trying. Did you ever ask your music teacher on whistling advice? No, I forgot. Because I was kinda too focused on asking for singing advice.
떼어내주지.
Oh, speaking of, yesterday my singing lessons started up again. my singing lesson started again yesterday, and
자,
sadly
한
my
건 했고.
singing teacher's a little bit, where she was sick and she's still a bit struck by it, so she couldn't really do it together with me.
두렵진 않아요.
But the exercises I did, they went really well. I got into them nicely, and it's mostly a lot of details that I need to get right still. But she tried her best. She tried her best, even though she was sitting there with like tissues and tea. Yeah. I hope she gets well soon. After we defeated the horde of gnomes, Don Quixote and Heathcliff fell to their knees before everyone. I also knelt down, feeling like I should be down there with them, but Otis tightly pulled me to the side. I feel bad for those two. I'm ready. Commence, Lady Otis! You absolute buffoons! How did he ever think that this was going to turn out okay? Are you even aware of the risks Executive Manager took to get here? How worried they were about you two? Well, actually, Clockhead was in on it from the start. Silence! Do not refer to the Executive Manager with such derogatory language, insolent fool. Ah! 'Twas mine fault! 'Twas mine fault! My mother used to scold me like this in my youth. Otis confirmed the mom? Otis did not seem to slow down at all with her stern scoldings. How old are all the sinners? How old is Otis? And the pair fell completely silent, their heads hung low. I decided to wander away from the scene. Otis is like 50? Oh. I wonder if anyone could have a story that relates to their children. This guilty conscience was too much for me to bear. Don Quixote is like 5. Oh. Ah yes, 50 and 5. Is Crayon doing okay? Yes, she merely lost her consciousness from excess psychological shock. How did you find yourself at a place such as this? You are a human, right? And we're really in the outskirts? Crayon initially appeared somewhat taken back from the deluge of questions, but she soon began to open up. If anyone would have a child, that would probably be Ryoshu. Aww. So you're really from the city? I'm from Cloud Town. Cloud Town? It's a village on the north side of the outskirts. Are there a lot of monsters like those gnomes out there that can speak? Yeah, there are many more monsters out here other than gnomes. I've seen a few of them myself, but the village elders told me about the rest. Our village was built to keep the monsters out, to keep us safe. If this didn't happen, we'd all be preparing dinner back at the village by now. So they raided your village? Yeah, and they attacked us when the hunters were gone, so... We normally don't get raided by them around this time of year, so I thought we were safe, but they suddenly attacked us, rushing in on their sleighs. Salalays. Some of us tried to fight, but we didn't stand a chance, and everyone that they killed got shoved into the sacks on that sleigh. I passed out from fright, and they thought I was dead too. I got shoved into the sacks like the rest of the villagers. Oh, we forced you to talk about something that couldn't have been so easy to go through. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Can I ask things too? Anything. Is it right that crayon boxes in the city have 48 different colors? And they have gold and silver colored crayons too? Probably. And there's just people in the city, right? No monsters like the gnomes that tried to kill us, right? Honey. It's kinda hard to answer that, actually. Sometimes I'd climb a high hill to look at the city. I always saw pretty colorful lights from up there. So colorful that I don't have enough colors in my crayon box to draw them all. Ah, is that why you're called Crayon? I wish I could live in the city. If I lived there, I'd never have to worry about getting attacked by monsters. I could live happily with all my neighbors. Oh, you sweet, silly child. Oh, no. No, baby. Baby, we need to talk. You've really never been to the city, huh? SSE. Show some energy! Nah, that's not it. I spilled tea on myself, fuck. Sightseeing education. I'm sorry? Same story everywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. Death always stalks us. Ah. Ah, that was so cool. Can you say that again? Huh? That was cool? Did you guys see anyone else nearby by any chance? I don't think we ran into any other humans out here. Nobody has to be here to save us. What do you mean? The best hunter of Cloud Town. If he was at the village, the gnomes wouldn't have. It appears that in the outskirts there are hunters who specialize in hunting monsters, akin to whalers of the Great Lake, that is. But wait! So if they're kidnapping and killing humans for these gifts, who are these gifts for? Ooh! Santa! Of course, the gifts are for poor and kind neighbors who do not cry. Executive Manager, retreat! I don't know when it happened, but a large shadow was looming over us. What is this thing? I am Santata, bringer of gifts to our neighbors! Ho ho ho! The guffawing giant garbed in red carried a massive gift sack on his shoulder. It was definitely not a human. Yeah, it's that gift. It's that gid. That one's the boss. No! The crimson garb! That is the crimson garb that I spoke of! The pair immediately jumped up from their knees and began shouting in unison. That's the red sack's outfit? Oh, then he's already... No! Not the reindeer man too! Shut it! Cut the useless chatter for once! After silencing the pair with a short, stern command, Otis approached me and spoke in a low voice. Executive Manager, since he appears to be of an intelligent species, I will attempt to parley with it. But we best prepare for battle in case the talks fall through. Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you mean by neighbors? Wings, clients from the city? Ho ho ho, but we are denied entry to the city, are we not? Is that big lump of meat a gnome too? I happened to overhear the gnomes during our time in captivity. They call their master Beard Giant, which I believe is not a gnome. A giant? There really are all kinds of monsters out here, huh? Dante, that's not an abnormality, is it? No, that's not an abnormality or a distortion. I'd say it's closer to the whales. Ho ho! Do you yearn for gifts too? Yet your kind already owns all there is to own. We and our neighbors in the outskirts wish so dearly for that very day. The only day we are allowed joy and comfort in human gifts. I see. You produce toys out of humans and give them to those who harbor hatred for humans. Out of pure goodness of your heart. Here we're all those who have been marginalized and excited by humans gather and wallow. We pour our infinite hatred and care into packaging these gifts. Ho ho ho! Quite the verbose way of saying I refuse to negotiate. Ho ho ho! Why don't you come here and join us? Become joy to those who need it. I have to go. My turtle flipped over.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
My voice is struggling. But I'm trying to stay strong. Whoa. Also, why does he have to be so flesh-colored? What is this music? Na 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 na. Yeah, 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 yeah. Manual fight? Manual fight! Yippee! Cherry gnome, leafy gnome, and shadowy gnome. Do they do different things. Looking lively, Here 5 SP. On Clash Win, gain 2 poise and 2 poise count, plus 40 damage on critical hit. Every surviving enemy gives this unit 2% chance to flip hands. Maximum 95%. Huh. Turn end, when there are more surviving enemies than surviving allies, gain 1 haste and 1 attack power up next turn. Oh, okay. But that's always the case, unless they kill 2 people. Or I just had it in with 3 people instead. Okay, but these shouldn't be too bad. Neutral? Neutral? How about you, Sinclair? Neutral? Well, on him it's okay. All of these are neutral, huh? Favored. That's good. I tried to even it out a bit.
불길 속으로.
So maybe I can kill them around the same time. No one blasts them too hard. I need more tea. There we go.
침묵하라.
Okay, perfect. Oh, hey, that one's staggered. Okay, this is looking good. Actually, I thought about not using it, but then I could destroy this gnome, and probably this one too. And then this one is dead. Actually, someone else should probably attack too, and then it might be dead. Okay. Making sure that this one dies. Actually, I might not need Faust on it. So like this?
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
그 오물을
Goodbye, gnome.
다 죽어라.
Can't wait to get clapped by Santa.
좋아.
The quick left slide to grab some tea. Yeah, I have the tea standing there in 2 cans, so I don't have to make new tea every time, and I just pour new tea whenever I'm out of it again. Should probably keep that because this guy's low moral anyway. There we go. Oh, it's okay. Is that enough? One more. Goodbye now.
자, 한 건 했고.
Okay, we have 2 big guys here. I will try to be careful with them. Favored. Okay, let's put Faust on this one. This Sinclair skill I will put there. What else is left? These 2. Okay. Shit, wait. They're too slow. Oh no. They're too slow and it's not targeting them. Okay, someone will get in the ringer with the Santas here. Oh well. I guess I will focus one them. Who's this on Faust? Wait, Faust is attacking the little one, right? Then I'll do this instead. I'll do that instead. And then you can take this little guy. And this is on Sinclair. Oh, that's hopeless though. Okay, you know what? Let's keep it like that. Let's see what happens.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
No, no more gnome clap. Forget it.
걸려라.
I've been thinking. I'm wondering if they're already cooking the next game. They probably have at least made a side team at this point that probably has been working on drafts for another game. And that doesn't mean a lot because stuff like that happens like super early before you even do literally anything for a game, but maybe they're at least thinking about it already. But I wonder if they have enough resources to eventually have kind of a part of the team allocated to cooking the next thing while they cook on Limbus Company. They've been working on hiring more staff as far as I know, but progress is relatively slow. Well, probably preparation for said thing. Okay, I want to block these guys at all cost. Because they kind of burden. Both on Sinclair. Okay, we will try. And if I die, well, it was nice knowing you. There we go.
가자. 다음을
Yeah, more. Of course, more won't be possible, but at least on the drawing board.
좋아. 그 오물을
Yeah, I can't even imagine how much attention this game has taken.
단테님 봤어요?
And they had other struggles too, so like, yeah.
자, 한 건 했고.
I remember an interview with the CEO where they mentioned a few other projects that they wanted to do, so these will probably be the next ones they work on. Because the same kind of happened here, where they were like, oh, I want to do a gacha game, and then suddenly Limbus appeared. How much is that gonna do? Put you there on safety, there we go.
불길 속으로
They have like 30 members in their team, with 10 of them being Ham Ham Pampang members, right? Oh,
가져가라.
interesting. Do they not hire... So, are the 10 people then only restaurant staff, or do they have separate staff? So like, are they 20 people or are they 30 people and 10 do a sidestep kind of? Okay, Santa. So effectively they have 20 members is what you're saying. Because I'm kind of just talking about the development team. Restaurant staff is very different from that. Though they can cook up stuff for them during break, that is pretty nice. Be the joy! Gain 2 charge count. Oh, okay, inflict 3 bind on next turn. On hit. Gain 2 points. Be the comfort. Okay, he gains a lot of charge. What's the charge skill? Here's a gift. Target has bind, and if this unit has a faster speed, gain clash power equal to the speed difference. Oh, okay. So careful with bind there, if he has the gift. Loses 5 SP, inflict 3 paralyze. Oof. And the rest we don't know yet. He probably can do something with that charge. I will assume that. Gift sack? Oh, I wonder what happens if we break that. Let's try not get clapped, though. You're too slow. But this is on Faust, so this is okay. And you can focus on this. Let's see.
불길 속으로
What? Okay, this is still fine. Let's go, Roria! Woo!
자,
Okay, so far so good. They started Ruina with 4 people? That is crazy. That's also why they don't necessarily need many people to start something on the side. Shield HP is completely depleted, gets staggered next turn. If there's remaining shield HP, gain 2 attack power up next turn. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That should deplete it if I use these 2 skills, and then I can hopeless. Fuck it. Okay, that's gonna hit him. Can anyone else take something? You can take something, okay. I could put Sinclair twice on it for safety. Okay. Should be enough. Let's try.
가자. 걸려라.
Let's go! Oh. Offset what? What? I don't understand your silly words. It's also probably why Lobotomy Corpse translation was so bad. They basically used Google Translate for the entire game. Yeah, the original translation was horrible. Wait. I was on the wrong slot. Oops. Oops. I misinterpreted what slot I should have gone on. Yeah, he's about to get staggered, so it's whatever. Whatever. I guess I did a fucky wucky, but it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Favorite. Yeah, just hit him. Just destroy him. What the fuck? There we go. Oh, please, no! Okay. I was like, don't do it. Don't you dare. Today I'm destroying Santa. Okay, he's dead.
두렵진 않네요.
And this is how I ruined Christmas. Oh, it's Santa-ta. True, sorry. Humans, I separate the flesh from your bones. Santa-ta's gut suddenly began to expand. Ugh. All of you hold your breaths. Suddenly a large figure leaped out of the dark and slammed what looked like a stake into Santa-ta's gut. Oh, does it smell most foul? I think I'm about to pass out. A scent of potently fetid refuse lingers. Some sinners dropped to the floor while the others gagged profusely. Clearly this was a rather painful experience for all. This gas does not appear to be toxic. However, its scent seems to inspire an extreme level of discomfort in people. Oh, hello! Are you the hero guy? So you've defeated a northern giant, yet you don't seem to know the proper procedure for what to do afterward. Are you hunters from the city? Proper procedure? Immediately before death, a northern giant's body fills with noxious gas before exploding in a rain of acid. The man who staked Santa-ta's gut explained as he approached us. You have to puncture a hole in its gut to let out the gas before its internal organs condense it into acidic fluid. Allowing it to cause a chain reaction could complicate things. Oh, all right.
당연한 결과죠.
Sinclair.
선택받았으니까.
Oh, a journey's end.
그렇겠죠?
There we go. I guess we did it. We killed Santa Ta. Woo! We ruined Christmas. Woo! The stench won't come off. Who's that now? Mr. Domino. Crayon and Domino. Woo! Crayon, who'd been holding her breath with her fingers over her nostrils, ran up to the large man and hugged him. At least you're safe, Crayon. That's good. After stumbling for a moment, due to the stench most likely, Otis briefly gasped for air before approaching Domino. Hey you, identify yourself. Name's Domino. I'm a monster hunter from Cloud Town. I don't suppose I can call it a town anymore, now that it's just me and Crayon that's left. Oh! Relax, I wouldn't even think of hurting any of you. So you're the hunter that the girl mentioned. Otis relaxed upon Domino's confirmation. She leaned on a wall and looked to the floor in relief. Normally, around this time of year, these monsters would have gone further north to a different village, so he was on an expedition to help them out. Looks like they decided to switch things up this time around. When I returned, they'd already finished their raid on our village and left. Damn it, they used to be predictable, attacking only right before Christmas. Do these tragedies happen often? Though I can't speak for the city, I can say that this is a common occurrence in the outskirts. It's a hellish place to live, if you can even call this living. Survival alone is a miracle out there. Are there a lot more people out here like this? Like this mockery of a gift factory? No, can't say I've seen a factory like this anywhere else, but I can tell you one thing. Compared to some worse things that could have happened, this tragedy was nothing. That's the natural order of things in the outskirts. I do wonder sometimes, if we were in the city, no matter how bad it gets in there, it must be better than this living hell. Yes, well, I don't know. Hi, Ken. I'm okay. It was no easy contemplation to answer. The outskirts must be a hellish place to live, if what he's told me is anything to go by, but the city they admire so much isn't such a warm place itself. From what I've seen in my journey so far, at least. Aha! Then accompany us back to the city! We were on our... Don Quixote stopped herself, realizing that every other sinner was giving her a look of disapproval. Thank you for your kind words, at least. I wish it were that easy, if I could at least let this child enter the city somehow, just like that. But the city has no place to spare for this child, not even a small corner of it. Even if you were to somehow make it past the city's walls, there are countless variations of paperwork and procedure you must overcome before you can live the kind of life you desire. And even then you probably won't. Haha. And what would people like us even do with such paperwork? And where would we find them out here? We've not studied or worked to find a job in the city as some youths of other villages do. Mister! There was an uncomfortable silence. Domino cleared his throat and continued. I must still extend my gratitude for keeping the girl safe until my arrival. I know a good way to extend your gratitude. Maybe you can extend us a nice pouch of shiny and jangling bag of... Rodian's eyes were twinkling. The lingering stench made it difficult for her to speak, but she was determined to make her point. Something shiny and jangling? Sure, maybe I can give you a tour of some antique items I keep at home. Precious items salvaged from the locomotive tracks of the outskirts. Not something you see every day in the city, I'm sure. Items from the outskirts? That tour alone could be worth so much more than just pure cash. Faust, there's still a decent chance that the door we entered through might just shut behind us, right? Indeed. In fact, it's unclear whether the door is still open. I recommend a quick return to the bus, now that our two primary objectives have been secured. So she says. If you would permit me to speak my mind, Executive Manager, even if this is not the Great Lake, the outskirts is an extremely perilous place. This curiosity cannot be a reason for us to risk getting stranded in this environment. Looks like we've got to hurry back. Well then, catch! Domino tosses a carved wooden doll in my direction. It does not appear to be anything dangerous. Let us inspect it further after we return. We mustn't dally any longer than we have to. Yeah, good idea. Some sinners had passed out and had to be carried by others. Most could not stop gagging at the stench, but we still made our way back to the door. The door has remained open. We made it back to the safety of Mephistopheles. Sometime later. Ooh, stinky. Charon, evacuate. Evacuate. Charon quickly made her escape to the decks. Oh no. Huh. And Virgilius greeted us in the cabins with a terrifying gaze. Looks like everyone's had quite the adventure. Covered in blood and guts, and with a disgusting stench to boot. Oh, this is... Manager, I can't hear you anyway. So just reply to my query with a nod or a shake. Your replies better match up with my expectations, of course. I have but one question. Was it you who made the call? I hesitated for a moment before nodding affirmatively. I might get reprimanded, or maybe he has worse things in mind for me, but... It was I who decided to go along with their plan. This would not have happened without my authorization. Good, then my questioning is over. Oh? I will leave it to you to deal with this mess. You may rest afterward, and please do something about this foul stench. Well then. With that, Virgilius disappeared into the back door once again. Huh, that's unexpected. I thought my time had finally come. Be glad! The best consultation is a consultation not had, indeed. Alas! Behold, one and all! I don't know when she had the time to pick it up. In all that chaos, but Don Quixote managed to haul a huge sack of gifts back to Mephistopheles. You picked that up from all that mess? I've laid claim upon the evil gnome's trinkets! Now that's some real commitment. What's all that for? Art thou truly unaware of mine intentions? 'Tis for adorning our ship with Christmas decorations! Wait, now? But we're still like 3 months away from Christmas. Oh, okay, there we go. There we have it. Agreed. Let us not risk peeling old wounds. To lower the morale of our company is... Oh, it's okay. It's been getting better with time, little by little. Yeah, we can all grow beyond it, eventually. Marvelous! Then this appears to be an occasion most fit for a party, then! What say you? Party! Don't tell me you went through all that trouble for some party decorations. According to Dante's explanations, this incident was spurred on by Heathcliff's need for an outfit. Heathcliff has been silently brooding in his seat with his face buried in his palms. Out of shame, most likely. Verily, verily, yet that very costume we had sought was worn by none other than that monstrous giant. I don't suppose it would fit Sir Heathcliff anyhow. Forget it. It wasn't the kind of look I was going for anyway. He needs a suit. What did I say, Heath? We'll help you out as soon as we land, okay? The outfit's one thing, yeah, but You are speaking of the port ship we sailed past. The port ship on which the hair salon that printed these hair coupons conducts their business. The coupons could not be used, as the port ship was not on our chartered route. Leave it to me to style your hair. I've done my sisters' and younger siblings' hair pretty often. Aw, cute! We don't know how long we'll be floating on this damn lake anyway. Besides, I don't even know how to dress myself proper. I was going to attempt the trial and error method. Okay, but can you at least tell us what it is that Virgilius gave you? Just so that we know what exactly you're so anxious about. Sod it. After a deep heavy sigh, Heathcliff produced... a letter? So that's the something Virgilius gave you? Oh, I remember! My family's used this envelope before. It's made from really expensive paper, made only in limited quantities at a time. It's quite a luxurious envelope. Can we read it? Heath? Sure, it's nothing impressive. Then Dante, why don't you read it out loud for the rest of us? Sure. Rogia handed me the letter. It was written in a beautiful series of cursive handwriting, drawn to an almost calligraphic perfection. I began reading. From Wuthering Heights. Oh! We cordially extend you, honored guest, an invitation to the... what's this here? Somebody colored over this part of the letter. Well, I keep reading. Venue, Wuthering Heights T Corp Nest. Should you accept our invitation, please convene at the designated location by 4 in the afternoon on the 24th with this letter on your person. Please honor this occasion with your presence. With great respect, Nelly. Oh, and down there's a postscript. It's written in a different handwriting from the rest of the letter. P.S. You have to be here, Heath. I'll be waiting. Kathy. We had no way to tell what kind of occasion it was on account of it being colored over, but... Clearly, the rest of the letter's contents had stoked the fire of passion in Heathcliff's heart once again. So... gotta look fashionable and classy for this Kathy person, right? Well, yeah, but there's more to it than... Shh, quiet now. Now I can clearly see why you were so impatient, Heath. Oh, why are you looking at me like that, oi? I leave it up to you to style his hair, Master Hairdresser Hong Lu. Woohoo, I wouldn't call myself a master. Oi, wait, where are you taking me? What in the bloody hell is this grip? Yeah, well, you got quite the grip strength. You won't free yourself from her anytime soon. The two sinners, practically hauling Heathcliff by his arms, disappeared into the back door. Now Heathcliff's fate was sealed, to be a mannequin, to now motivated and unbearably bored Rhodia's various experimentations. Ah, I can hang this trinket here and... Don Quixote began humming a song, a carol perhaps, as she placed the various trinkets around the bus. I decided to go out to the deck for some air. I leaned on the railing and dug through my pockets. The wooden doll domino the hunter gave me just as we hurriedly left. I held it and felt its texture under my fingers. My eyes looked into the distance, towards where the outskirt lies. I thought for a moment about the gnomes, the giant, and the things Domino told me. I suppose there are people with stories in the outskirts too. People who dream of electric sheep. People who like colors. People who sit in a library, perhaps. Stories different from those of the city. Faust approached from behind and stood next to me. I wasn't sure how much of what I said she heard. Follow the stars, Dante, star by star, then you will one day learn. So for now, follow the closest star that shines before your eyes. Yeah, I have to focus on the stories of the city for now. I don't even know who I really am, after all. Joy's laughter and frustrated howls echoed out of the cabins. They must have finished dressing up Heathcliff. That sounded like they're summoning a demon. Why don't we go take a look at how Heathcliff is doing, Faust? You make a rather tempting offer, Dante. The added color of the bus's interior warmed my heart a little. Aww. Cute. Okay, this is just a repeated boss fight, right? Yeah, okay. We did it. We destroyed Christmas successfully, everyone. Let's get the rewards. Tickets! I can level someone at least. The farming zone. Yes, the farming zone that I will ignore. Oh my god, extraction tickets. More for Captain Ishmael. Nice. A lot of Fred. Gonna see the Walpurgisnacht cutscene as well. How long is it? Because I'm dying. Ooh! I get a banner too! It's very short? Okay, then we can do it. Miracle in District 20! Okay, okay. There we go. That's good enough. I don't need anything else, sir. Thank you. Okay, Walpurgis Night. Oh, okay, interesting. Where do I see the cutscenes? To theater? Oh, is it this? Episode 1 and 2. The Dawn of Green. Ah, okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm not gonna farm. Don't worry. Oh god, the screech. This is green lights blinding our eyes and loud alarms rupturing our eardrums. I've gotten used to it by now. And I have been wrested from my refuge of sleep once again. Thanks to the alarm, the sinners begin waking up one by one from their naps. Walpurgis night has descended once again. Even amidst that chaos, Faust remained as calm as ever. She walked up to the helm and shut off the alarm. Already? I thought it was supposed to be a really rare occurrence. Yes, it is a rare occurrence, but its frequency is not something we can reliably predict. Guess going back to sleep's out of the question now. So there's a chance that it goes off next week too? The possibility is there, yes, yet I don't believe that it would happen so soon. It takes some time for Mephistopheles' engine to resonate. Faust, who was busily interfacing with the device while answering Rhodia's question, came to a sudden stop. What's up? Is there something wrong? No, everything is under control. This is within the predictable range of variables for one such volatility. I hate this word! Volatility! Volatility! Volatility. What an ugly word. I merely paused to contemplate how I should explain this to you and the rest of the sinners, Dante, considering that this will be the new environment for all of you, that is. New environment? I looked at her curiously, but I did not voice my concerns. She was already walking toward the back door. Faust was not going to answer my question anyway. It is said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, in this case, a first-hand experience. Yep, I knew it. Oh, thus our humdrum daily lives are spruced up once again! You know, it wasn't that long ago that you were scurrying all over the cabin and placing weird decorations everywhere. Don't tell me you're already tired of it. Forsooth! I believe that we've had more than enough celebration for that occasion. Dante, please lead the way. The bored sinners seemed to find this new possibility of an adventure somewhat exciting. They slowly got up from their seats with enthusiasm. We again made our way to the back door. Dante, the door on which this volatility occurred is in the direction of the dungeons. Oh, so we gotta head toward my room. Yes, please open the door. She did say something about the corridor changing depending on who opened the door. I walked across the corridor, trying to recall what Faust once told me. Nice, we're not going into the restricted zone this time. Unlike the other time we had to, while off duty, jump to the rescue of two idiots who decided to saunter in there despite the repeated warnings. I won't do it again, alright? You've gone against the warning twice already. You are far from the most trustworthy sinner among us. Agreed. Sus among us. I have done it only once, in case thou weren't aware. You have done worse things, Don. Shut it, you. I'm starting to enjoy this raucousness among the sinners. What? Hoping that this camaraderie would last for a long, long time, I turned the handle and opened the door. Oh-ho? That door. Right, the door had transformed into an oddly familiar shape. This looks like one of those doors we saw back at one of the Lobotomy Corp branches. It is identical. It appears that different shapes are overlapping over the door, but all of them are of the same design. Correct, the overlapping shapes are more clear evidence that Walpurgis night has returned. Opening now! The door creaks open and another corridor appears before us. So this is another Lobotomy Corp branch, in it? The longer I look at it, the more familiar it becomes. This place definitely looks a lot like those Lobotomy Corp branches we've been to. Oi, smartass. If we could just pop open a door leading straight into one of them branches, why are we doing any of this tour bus business? And we wasting time and effort out there? There are numerous inaccuracies in your statement that must be corrected. I will tackle them in reverse order of your presentation. First, Walpurgis night is an unpredictable event that not even I could predict. To base our entire operation on such an unstable element would be a plan most foolish. I suppose that's true. Heath, let's try to think a little before we speak, okay? Holy shit! Oh my god. Heathcliff scowled at Rhodia's remark, but soon grew dejected once he noticed that the other sinners were nodding in agreement. Oh, well, I won't completely deny the possibility of pursuing that method. However, I must clarify that this is not a real Lobotomy Corp branch of the city, merely a result of Walpurgis Night mutation of the corridor. Therefore, I can say with quite a certainty that this does not align with our current mission, which is to retrieve the golden bough from the branches existing in our current reality. Right, will you stop it with your lecture when I apologize for speaking without thinking? As I have said previously, I won't completely deny the possibility of pursuing that method. Besides, there are more inaccuracies to be addressed. More? I didn't think there was anything more for her to correct, but Faust clearly seemed to think that there was another critical error in Heathcliff's statement. And without even flinching and wearing that serious expression, she looked into the distance. This is not one of the Lobotomy Corp branches. Faust muttered. Not one of them? So this isn't a Lobotomy Corp facility? This is not a branch. We are at Lobotomy Corp. Headquarters of the past, its point in time, the branch of possibility uncertain. Ooh, so this is the broken wing. Oh, the music change! Oh! Throw me back into getting eaten by a poodle! Indeed, we find ourselves at a control team hallway of the former L-Corp I can sense the rising apprehension among the sinners. So this is where it happened. I don't remember it since it happened before my amnesia, but everyone in the city knows about that incident. The source of the blinding light that enveloped the city for days, which then sunk everyone into utter darkness for the next. But Faust appears unaffected by the general air of anxiety of those around her. Instead, she continues to look off into the distance, away from the sinners. Maybe it's because she doesn't care, or maybe what she already knows doesn't faze her. Are you waiting for something, Faust? I am. There's more to this volatility than the volatility phenomena we have experienced in the past. Soon it will... Whoa! Before Faust finished, the lights of the corridor suddenly switched colors. It has begun. Oh no, the trumpet! What treachery is this? Is this what they call side burial? A different siren would play if an event of a magnitude requiring that level of response had occurred. Then what the hell is this? I'm really not liking the look of that red light. They're here, ahead. I followed the tip of Faust's finger, which pointed toward the same direction she'd been looking at this entire time. Steam of unknown origin began to coalesce there. Is that a machine? And a bizarre machine of sorts appeared there. This is an ordeal. Color green, time dawn. All units! Don't need you spell it out for us. That menace pile of scraps coming this way. Everyone seemed to know that something like this was going to happen. They prepared for battle, warily eyeing the mysterious machine. Is that an abnormality too? No, wait, it feels more like a catulum? What is that? I instinctively blurted out the immediate sense they gave off and looked to Faust. She'll know what to say. Instead of giving me an answer, however, Faust brandished the Zweihander and stepped forward. We must first suppress the entities, Dante. Prepare for the identity cards. Oh. The cadulum were those fodder abnormalities. Oh. Oh. Okay. I get it. Okay. What a nice touch to just blare the siren into our faces there. Also, 3 hour mark. Everyone stretch. Stretch for the last cutscene. And hydrate. Mine ears. Eventually, we managed to reduce the machines to a pile of scrap metal. Whew. Frau Faust, there's gotta be a reason we decided to stand our ground and fight instead of shutting the door on them, right? Yes, we stand to gain more reward by defeating them We stand to gain more reward by defeating them than by fleeing. Reward? Gregor repeated, clearly expecting her to elaborate, but Faust ignored his gesture and instead began to observe the walls and items around her. What were the nature of these entities? Yisang stood next to Faust and began to muse alongside her. They are entities that used to appear in Lobotomy Corp. Headquarters entities, similar to yet different from the abnormalities. The Lobotomy Corp headquarters used to call them Ordeos. Ordeos, I see. Then was this corridor, which is evidently not a containment unit, also utilized to contain certain entities as well? These monsters have a tendency to spontaneously appear during certain periods. Monsters? Like monsters of the outskirts? I suppose that is one way of looking at it. However, that comparison might grow increasingly inaccurate as we delve further into the technicalities. All I can share with you is that you will eventually come to know more of it, Dante. Like the nocturnal march of 100 demons. Huh, I like it. Oh, Dante, there's something I must inform you. Yeah? There's a high chance of these ordeals or encounters of similar intensity appearing from these volatilities. I recommend challenging every occurrence of these encounters. So she says, guys. Huh, I really don't like this lighting. Aha! I welcome thy preposition! 'Tis two birds with one stone indeed. We may find entertainment as we train ourselves to be better. Except for Faust and Yisang, who were quietly exchanging their observations, each sinner began rowdily sharing their impressions. Well, I guess that's a more reasonable proposition than let's just doze off in a bus until we find land. Hopefully Faust or Yisang will one day find the time to explain their findings to me. Right, we had to get moving. I approached the sinners to get us going. That's for Walpurgis Night number 3. Faust knows an awful lot about Lobotomy Corporation. An awful lot. She knows like everything. And she doesn't know everything, so she must know it from somewhere.
나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어.
And why does she know? There's something there. Maybe an old employee? Yeah, I thought about that too. But I don't know. Usually the employees wouldn't get out of there, you know? So it must be way back. Well, we will find out eventually, won't we? I feel like this will play a really big... I feel like L Corp in general will probably play a very big role in like the final chapter. They will do something, alright? They will do something. Or close to the final chapter at least. Also, almost 8,000 lunacy. Captain Ishmael, come home! Faust sus, yeah. Aren't the IDs from the mirror worlds? Oh, are they?
드디어
Are the
목적지를
others
찾은
wearing
것이오.
mirror world IDs on them? That's just, isn't that just their sinner IDs though? Actually? Travel Purgus Night event? But not on stream. I will not. No. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay? My throat is crumbling into itself. It's like the skin is devouring itself from the inside. I've yet to read it, but I'm pretty sure in the original story of Faust he makes a deal with the demon Mephistopheles for knowledge. I will not spoil it if you're about to read it. I will not spoil it. I will say that there is a Faust and there is a Mephistopheles, but the reason isn't quite right. But I hope you enjoy reading. I liked part 1 of Faust, but part 2 was kind of boring. Yeah, good night, Hosan. Thanks for stopping by. I say stopping by, but we're about to wrap up too. I'm gonna eat some hot soup and drink some hot tea and get some good rest for my voice. And since I'm away on Monday, I will probably... you know what? It depends on whether I get work on Monday or not, or on Tuesday, whether I stream on Tuesday, okay? I will not put it on the schedule, but if I don't have to work on Tuesday, I will probably do an impromptu stream on Tuesday and let you know a few hours before. If I have to work, it's just usual Wednesday and Friday streams, but there will definitely be 2 streams at least next week. I just don't know if it's free. Maybe free. Depends on whether I get bombarded with work or if the person responsible just disappears on me again. Yeehaw! Depends on gacha. Depends on my gacha luck. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining me on this late Christmas journey. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you also enjoyed Canto 5 and just this ride back into Limbus company in general. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I also think this event was pretty cute. I enjoyed this. And I liked it more than the others because you didn't... What I didn't like about the others is that you had to farm in between to get further in stages. I like that they streamline the story experience and then you can farm if you want to. So good job! You did better! Nice! Thumbs up! And yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good morning, day or night, wherever you are. If you haven't yet and want to support the stream, feel free to leave a like or don't. I'm not your boss. And we see each other next week. Have a great weekend. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye! Wow!